Alright, sound testing, sound testing. Let's see. Are we good? I'm gonna give it 5 minutes for people to come in. But also, hi! We get to witness someone getting executed today. I probably should say that in like the first 30 seconds of the stream. YouTube, I didn't say the word executed, I promise. Also, super sorry for the little bit of late start. It's like I got home at like 6:30ish and I'm like, okay, I need a little bit of time to get ready. Also, for anyone coming in, this is the trial for Chapter 2, so if you don't want spoilers for Chapter 2, yeah, this is all spoilers. Hey! Second trial. This is a second trial. I didn't put first trial, did I? In the title? If I did, oh no. Chapter 2. Okay, okay. I got worried for a second. I'm like, oh my gosh. I hope I don't want to accidentally like spoil this part for anybody. Yeah, no, I am on the second trial. But also, hey, welcome in, the ghost. You gonna head out then? All right. Yeah. Don't spoil yourself. All right. Thanks. See ya. Well, I didn't take any pictures of the Sims I made. I made Yuki. His outfit was pretty easy. I just had to recolor one of the clothing I want to say it's base kit, but it may not be base kit outfits. And then I made Sora's outfit and Tamori's. I just did Sora's because it was fun and I could. Yeah, because she's not gonna be part of the first episode, or the first Danganronpa Another Sims showdown. No, kissing, not showdown. They'll be kissing, not fighting. All right, looks like we got some people in, so we're gonna go again. Hey, welcome in. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get started and start looking through evidence. So, I mean, if we're going by Danganronpa Another 1 things on who's a criminal, it's either Yoriko, because I like her so much, or it's Emma. This trial's gonna be wild? Okay, alright. It's one of these two. I just know it's gonna be one of these two. And if the game wants to hurt me for some reason, it's gonna be Setsuka instead. Okay, so let's start investigating some stuff. Kokuro's body was lying down on the bed like a lifeless block of ice. Kokoro, who killed you? Is it even possible to figure out the culprit without Kokuro's help? I mean, yeah. No, we can't let ourselves despair. Even without Kokoro, we need to win the class trial. It's not Emma. Look, a lesbian is gonna die. That's how it's gonna happen since the last time it did, and there has to be another. It's one of those two. Unless someone else is hiding something a secret romance I don't know about. Kokoro, if you'll excuse me, I'll need to feel around your body to examine you. Kokoro's body was frozen, and she was wearing only her underwear. It was an appalling sight, but the culprit may have left some evidence behind.
The cause of death is due to freezing for sure.
But since the Monokuma file mentioned that there may be additional causes, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. In addition to that, both of Kokoro's hands and feet were neatly cut off.
This may be the direct cause of death, but nothing's confirmed yet.
Other than that, there were no identifiable injuries. It's hard to notice other abnormalities in the first place, due to the whole corpse being frozen.
Hey.
Kokoro was the OP person who killed her, was definitely smart. Yoriko could be smart. I mean, not that I want Yoriko to die. I like Yoriko. Sora, are you investigating Kokoro's body? Yeah. I thought I might find some potential leads. So, did you find anything? No, not yet. I have a question though. Why is Kokoro only in her underwear? Isn't it because the culprit didn't trust her? What I'm saying is, why would you take off her clothes in the first place?
Maybe.
Well, there must have been some reason. Right now, her clothes are under the bed. Maybe it's so that she'd freeze to death quicker. I honestly don't have a clue. I really feel sorry for her. I wouldn't want to die like this. I don't know who the culprit is, but I'm not gonna let the culprit get off easy. To leave Kokoro in such a terrible state as this, it's unforgivable. I wish I'd cover with a blanket, but thinking rationally, words made sense. Is it Shobei or Shobai? Shobai, isn't it? I'm calling him Shobei again. He's not Shobei, he's Shobai. There could be evidence found on Kokoro's body. In fact, you're investigating it too, Sora. Yeah.
Huh?
By the way, Sora, did you also investigate the bed? The bed?
Listen.
While Iroha and I were investigating the bed, we found bloodstains. Well, I mean, of course I saw that. Aren't those from the cut hands and feet? No, not that. I'm talking about the dry bloodstains. Not only do the gaze and DR one suffer from Chapter 2 and Mahir... You know, you're right. Chapter 2... What is that? So Chapter 2, the gaze must die, and Chapter 3 is the double kill? Is that the rules? I mean, Tenko broke the rule in V3, I guess. So yay, Tenko, for surviving for as long as you did. I guess.
Look.
Dry? It looks like some time has passed for these bloodstains to dry. You can tell from its color and texture. So where did those bloodstains come from? It doesn't seem like it's from the severed hands and feet.
Although...
From the looks of it, the blood from the severed limbs came from the frozen blood vessels as they started to thaw. With this, we can assume that the hands and feet were cut off after Kokoro had completely frozen over. Then these bloodstains must be from before Kokoro was frozen, right?
But...
Yeah, I thought so too, but then again, it's probably too soon to say anything for certain.
Wow!
Yoriko, see? Yoriko's smart. Not that I want Yoriko to die. Yoriko's smart. Yoriko, you're a lot smarter than you seem. And also, that's very backhanded, Iroha.
Enough already.
Hey, why do you keep acting like me using my brain is some kind of big feat for me? I'm trying my best to figure out what happened too, you know? I'll make sure to make note of that. Thanks, Yoriko.
I don't...
Huh? Oh, it's nothing, really. No. Tone it down for this chapter, okay? You have to survive. Tone it down a bit. Alright, severed limbs. Right? I was thinking that too. I'm like, you got... Yeah. Like, what the heck? Dry bloodstains been added. Yoriko, be dumb. Dumb it down. Did we... Yeah, we looked at the file. Yuki! Sora, how's your progress? I'm still in shock, really. Yeah, me too, but we should keep on investigating. Oh, that's right. I wanted to ask you something, Yuki. Ask me? About what? You said this morning that Kokoro didn't open her door when you brought her meal last night, right? Can you give me a full recap of what happened?
Sure.
Sure, if that would help. It's just like what I said in the morning. After dinner last night, I suggested that to Emma. Must be stupid if you want to live and if you want to survive Chapter 2. Since she always left right after finishing a meal, I hadn't had a chance to talk to her in a while. So I suggested going to visit Kokoro together. My, what a brave move on your part. Are you sure there aren't any personal feelings involved? Personal feelings? Emma wasn't in the best state because... If it's Emma, Yuki's gonna be so sad. I mean, so are you, but Yuki's gonna be so sad. And I want my wedding ring back if it is her. Emma wasn't in the best state because of Kokoro's condition. And she was looking for someone to visit with her anyways. I'm joking, Yuki. Continue.
Right.
Right. Anyways, so that's how Emma, Teria, and I became a group for Kokoro's supper delivery last night. Also, I think you're gonna like the island of Chapter 3. Okay, cool. I'm excited for it. But when we arrived, there was no answer. We even told her we brought Teria, but again, nothing. After a few more tries, we all just assumed she must have been sleeping. So we left her supper in front of the door and left. It'd be logical to assume that she was already dead at that point.
Well,
I doubt that. You remember what Yoriko said earlier? The supper we left on their doorstep had been taken away that night. Yoriko? What? Did someone call me? Oh, Yoriko. Perfect timing. Is it true that the dinner at Kokoro's doorstep was gone when you passed by last night? Huh? Well, yeah, that's what I saw. I told you that this morning. Come to think of it, it was Yoriko who brought this morning's meal, right? Because Wii U? Is it okay if I ask you what you did this morning?
Although...
I mean, I just delivered the food and did my usual stuff. Something you notice on each island is there's a building named for each culprit in the first game. In this second island there was oh my gosh, what's Ghost Girl's name again? The building was named after her, not anyone. She wasn't a culprit. Like, she was claimed the murderer, but she didn't do it. Scott the Waz? I don't think I know who Scott the Waz is. I went to Teria to deliver the breakfast. And when we called for her, there was no answer. So just like Yuki, I left the food by her door and went straight to the village. The village? What for?
Listen.
I always practice cooking in the morning at the village. Hopefully one day we won't have to rely on Mikado's cooking. But the breakfast that Yoriko left is still here on the doorstep and hasn't been touched. Kurakawa! Thank you! Thank you! It's pretty bloody? Okay, I'll when it starts I'll make sure to repeat that warning. So it means it's almost certain Kokoro died this morning. What? What's those looks in your faces? Are you guys suspecting me? Again? No, not one bit. It's useless to suspect anyone when the trial hasn't even started. Yuki, we need more clues for now.
sorry.
You're right. Let's not jump to conclusions. The only time anyone would enter the room is during the 3 scheduled visits. Excluding just now when we found Kokoro's corpse, the possible times are this morning and yesterday evening. And there's copyright music? Okay, yeah, I figured. I got hit with it for the last one for the concert, and I'm like, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. It's fine, though. I don't like muting it because I want you guys to hear things. It's not fun when things are muted. Yoriko and Yuki's account on those two visits might come in handy. I should write this down. You know, and I was definitely paying attention. I know exactly what they were saying. Oh, it's okay. Don't. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna worry about muting it. Unless, you know, they actually, like, file a strike against me, like a strike, and then I have to mute it. But if they just go like, hey, look, it's claimed, I'm like, whatever, it's fine. A refrigerator? Perhaps there's some kind of clue inside here. Nothing special to note. What's this? I first thought it to be a normal refrigerator, but I soon noticed something odd. The divider's a bit tilted? The divider between the refrigerator compartments seems a bit unnatural. So they shoved her body in the refrigerator. But when they put it back, they stuck the divider back in. Badly. Okay. So this divider was removable. I guess Kokoro... Oh, wait. Did they cut her hands off before or after? I guess Kokoro could just misplace it at some point, but I'll write it down just in case.
Say...
Oh, Sora, you saw that too. Yeah, are you talking about the refrigerator dividers? It does look a bit suspicious, but I doubt it'll be an important clue. I should mute it? Okay. If I should, then I'll take note of that. No, not that. You didn't miss it, did you? The dying message. Oh, not again. The dying message? She had no hands. How could she write a dying message? I opened the door and searched the insides again, but I couldn't see anything resembling... Oh, did she send one in chat? I couldn't see anything resembling the dying message that Kanade mentioned. Where's the dying message? Oh, poor Sora. You're more dense than what you look. See the bottom compartment over there? Are you talking about those icicles?
Certainly.
Yep. This is the dying message that Kokoro left. These icicles are the dying message? I thought it was just frozen icicles that dropped down.
Use your head.
Oh, it was Leon again. Sora, come on, use that brain a bit more. We can deduce 2 facts from these icicles. First, the refrigerator's output is set to maximum power. I'm sure you heard from Monokuma, but the refrigerators in our rooms can be set to instant freezing or defrosting modes depending on its output power. This particular refrigerator is set to instant freezing mode. Oh, I see. I guess the one in my room wasn't cold enough to form icicles.
Also,
Second, Kokoro used these icicles to leave a dying message. Not the maid. Sora, take a closer look at these icicles. On closer inspection, the icicles had small carvings on their bases. Leon, stop murdering everybody! It was self-defense in every single game that he murdered somebody. On one side it says F, on the other O. Does it really? I thought these were just scratches, but these were deliberately engraved by someone?
indeed.
Yep. And if you look closely, 2 of the 8 icicles are overlapped. Overlapped?
But
Well, to be specific, it's more like the longer one had penetrated the smaller one. And the pierced icicle, the smaller one, has not F and O, but F and I engraved on it. Now that you point it out, it does look like that. But how do you know this is a dying message?
obvious.
Just like Tamori. Yeah, huh? I mean, it's obvious the icicles were lined up in an unnatural way. Plus, the refrigerator being on instant freezing mode was suspicious as well. Okay, but if it's instant freezing, then she couldn't have made a dying message, obviously, because, you know, instant freezing. So what does this
Are
mean?
you for real?
Are you for real? Does the dying message have any other purpose than to point out the killer? Then, did you find out who the culprit is? I can't tell you right now. I need a bit longer to think about it. FIFO? First in, first out. It's the rules of refrigeration and restaurant business. Wait, what the heck? So there's already a first dead body in there. I'm like, oh, we gotta use up this dead body before putting a new body in. So they moved the body and put Kokoro inside. Yeah, but it's magic, like, you know, Monokuma powers. Monocro powers. Seem best girl? This is the dying message. The message that points out to her, who's this killer. She's on my Void members prediction sheet. Like, there's no way she's not. She's kind of a little insane. The message that points out who's the killer. Although I'm not sure what it means. But I can't just leave it all to Kanade. We should figure it out together at the trial. Alright. Refrigerator divider. Dying message, potentially. Alright. Nothing in the bathroom part? Nope. Okay. Mikado, I'm sure this will definitely go well.
Huh?
Oh, Miss Sora. How's the investigation going? You're in my way. Move.
Beg of you, please wait.
Are there no depths to your cruelty, Miss Sora? And I was just about to show you a clue I found. A clue?
Oh.
Yes, take a look at this. Cold packs? Wait, what is this, dry ice?
So how's that?
An open bag of dry ice, no less. I found it on the floor just over there. Huh, dry ice. So this is how they froze Kokoro?
Good grief.
Who knows, but it wouldn't be too difficult to freeze someone with just... But wouldn't it be too difficult to freeze someone with just this? You could partially freeze some parts, but there are only so many pieces. Definitely not enough to completely freeze Kokoro's whole body. But the fact that this open bag exists means that they must have used it one way or another. Perhaps the low temperature of this room can provide a clue. It would definitely be hard to freeze a whole body with just this. Still, the fact that this exists means they must have used it one way or another. That's what I said. Considering the cold air and white mist that was here, there's a possibility that they used it to lower the room's temperature. This feels like an important clue. I should write this down.
Please stop that.
Miss Sora. Ah! Sora! I can't read what he says if you ignore him like that. Alright, student handbook? Student handbook? I instinctively checked my pockets and found mine was still on me. But if not mine, then...
Now then.
Oh, you're fine playing through their free time events? Nice, nice. She does. I can't. I have to go back and pause if I want to see what she said. I was like, I think I love Fuyuhiko and Pekko's for the free time events, and obviously Nakito's. Duh. Yeah, I think those three are my favorite. I think it's probably Kokoro's. Oh, hey, Nikkei. Who you're... I mean, it's not gonna be you. It's gonna be either Emma or Yoriko, but I still want to blame you. That e-handbook right there is making the situation a whole lot more complicated. What do you mean? Think about it. Our room's going to be opened by the owner's e-handbook. The e-handbook's inside the room, yet Kokoro was also killed inside the room. So the key to the room was inside the door itself, inside the room itself? Could this be a locked room murder? Sora's girl boss? Yeah. Yeah, and Kokoro would never open the door if it's not for her meals. So that would mean someone who was here to bring her food used a chance to kill Kokoro.
Well...
That would be possible. That would be impossible. It'd be possible if only one person visited her. But including Teria, there was always more than 2 people that had visited her. You did Hyoko's and like, yeah, nice.
That's why.
And yet, despite that, there are no other ways to enter these rooms. So it could only have happened during mealtime. Nikkei? Maybe if someone had stolen Kokoro's e-handbook, they could have come in whenever they wanted. They could have snatched the e-handbook while giving Kokoro her food. Then after that, they could have entered the room freely as they pleased. Well, that's not possible either. So what did they steal it? You can't even turn the e-handbook on if you don't have the owner's fingerprints, but they had her hand. Actually, hold on 1 second. My doorbell's ringing. Let me... Nope. Let me be right back and go answer that. Sorry about that. Okay. Emma's totally not gonna die. Okay, so they took our hands to use our fingerprints. Noted.
That's why.
Even if you happen to leave the e-handbook plus on, you wouldn't be able to use it again without the fingerprint. The e-handbook automatically turns off after a certain amount of time. So unless you plan to re-enter right after you left, you won't be able to enter the room. Oh, I thought I solved the mystery. Well anyways, if we don't solve the trick behind this locked room murder, this trial's gonna get real difficult real fast. So you can't enter the rooms without the e-handbook. Then how did the culprit even enter Kokoro's room? What else we got? Drum? This is a drum container? What's this doing in Kokoro's room? Right? It's like, Nikkei, Setsuka, open your eyes. We gotta see. On closer inspection, there's a label on the drum, liquid nitrogen. Oh, okay. So there's so many things here. We have the fridge and instant freezing. We have the liquid nitrogen. We have the dry ice. All these things potentially can freeze a person. Liquid nitrogen? This thing can freeze an object in an instant. After carefully opening the lid and looking inside, I found that it was empty. If it's empty, that means somebody used it. This seems like an important clue.
What is it?
Setsuka, open your eye, please. Oh, you're right. Emma does wear contacts. Oh my gosh, you're right there. But I don't have her in my prediction list. No. Rara, what are you doing? Setsuka, take a look at this. It's liquid nitrogen. The culprit must have used this to freeze Kokoro. Huh? Using liquid nitrogen to freeze Coco? Are you sure? Isn't it a possibility?
But
if the culprit used liquid nitrogen, there must be some traces of it left somewhere. What if Kokoro pulled a Nagito and let someone kill her so she could weasel him out as a void? I mean, there's 5 void members, so Kokoro just using it to do one. That's kind of wasteful of your life, I would think. She's more useful than one void member? What do you mean?
aside from that,
If they put Coco on the bed and poured liquid nitrogen on her, the sheets in the bed should be frozen as well. But other than the room temperature, there aren't any frozen traces anywhere, let alone the bed. If they didn't pour it on her, maybe they could have dunked Kokoro in the container then pulled her out.
besides,
If that's the case, they wouldn't have been able to pull her out. Their hands would have frozen the instant they put them in the container. And if they poured it on the floor would have been frozen, not to mention the container's empty, right? If they dipped her in, some traces or leftover liquid would have definitely been left inside. So that means the culprit didn't use liquid nitrogen? But then, why is this? She's so beautiful. Well, I guess we need to investigate more. Maybe we'll find our answer later. After hearing Setsuka's words, I'm sure there's more to this drum than meets the eye. I decided to make a note of it for now. Huh, okay. I guess, I think I have everything from Monokuma file, don't I? I'm gonna click it again just to be sure. Yeah, it could be that. A void could have killed her. But that would mean either Yoriko or Emma's that you avoid. And oh. Man. I think all my predictions are going to be wrong except for Yuri dying chapter 1. I think it's the only thing I'm going to have right. Okay, yeah, I already have all this. Alright, let's go outside. I think I searched every part of the room. Where should I go next? Huh? Huh, Sora? Why are you just standing there? Oh, well, I was just wondering where I should investigate next. What about you? Aren't you supposed to be guarding the crime scene? I was going to take a quick bathroom break. The trial's about to start soon. I wouldn't want to have an accident during the trial. So I left the crime scene to Hibiki. You're right, you could... I'm gonna highly doubt Kokoro was a void, but it is a potential... It is a possibility.
Hey.
Hey, perfect timing, you there. Sora, I think he's calling you.
What a dumbass.
You, artist. Yeah, you, Bubblehead. Me? Bubblehead? Wait, why me? I think this is the first time you've even talked to each other.
So let me get this straight.
I don't care which of you it is. I'm gonna take my nap in my room for a sec. So one of you just wake me up when the trial starts. What? What kind of... I don't get why you're asking me, nor why you're even asleep. Why you're even sleeping during investigation. If you don't want to do it, then I'll make sure you don't wake up at all. All right, I'll do it. Yuri's name and talent is based on a real person with the same name. Shobai, are you out of your mind? Did you even consider investigating for a second? Investigating? Why bother? I already know who done it. Stop it. What? So you know who the culprit is? That was such a shock. That bathroom. Bye-bye. What do you mean you already know who done it?
That's right.
The real Yuri Gaganer was the first person to Really? Oh. Neat. I knew it was the same last name too. But, you know, I should have thought of that because I'm like, you know, I know Yuri, but I didn't know the rest of his name. The culprit slipped up. And the culprit slipped up, something I said. I was the only one to hear it though. Wait a sec, why am I even telling you this? Just go tell that little bubblehead to wake me up later on. If she doesn't, you're next. What's up with him? He's so confident about what he said, but it doesn't seem like he's lying. If only our lie detector human wasn't dead. Even if he knows who is the blackened, that attitude certainly isn't very pleasant. If we try to rely on him, who knows what will happen. I guess I'll just ignore his words and try to solve this on our own terms. Sora, did he say anything while I was... Wait, where's Shobai? I don't have a lot of details. He just left her telling me to tell you to wake him up. Unbelievable. I got scared, so I accepted his request without a thought, but I'm not gonna do it. Never. The real Yuri died in a plane crash was basically the same falling from a high... Huh. You know, maybe they did base it off of that. That'd be actually really cool. What's up with that attitude? Ignoring others as you please? I mean, not cool that he died, obviously. Cool, like, you know, that they use the references. Obviously not cool that he died. Also, it has unused executions for all the victims and survivors of each game. And Inori almost became the Chapter 2 killer? Oh, okay. So she's not the killer this one. Noted. I figure she's not. She hasn't had any character development, so she's safe. Maybe it'd be better to leave him here so he'll be executed for not joining the trial. Sorry, isn't that going a bit too far? I was just joking. Please don't take that seriously. Anyways, I'm going off to investigate elsewhere for now. Oh, okay. I guess I'll return to my post. See you. Alright. Shobai's account of I know who the killer is added to our list. Oh, wait. Where am I going, though? Oh, here we go. Hey, Shinji! Yeah, I haven't seen you for a bit. Whoa, Sora, good work as usual. Inori. Oh, not Yuraha, Inori. Oops. She was gonna be the killer? I can't imagine her as a murderer. Not even in the slightest. She was the sweetest person ever. And then she got, you know, dead. Oh, what am I? A Yakuza or something? What's with that greeting? Yura has still an option for murderer? No, she had no character development yet. We don't know enough about her, so she's gonna live a little bit longer. Furthermore, Shinji, what are you doing here? This is the door to the balcony.
The thing is...
Well, when I went jogging this morning, I thought I saw something strange. It looked like a white long cloth leading towards the balcony. So I thought maybe I'd find something here. A white long cloth?
Yeah, but...
I didn't find anything. The balcony? Shinji? Would it be possible to leave the Monocruise through this balcony?
But, wait!
What? Why? Just in case. The windows are all closed on the ship, so this is the only known way out other than the main entrance. But it's quite tall. It might look weird, but the Monocruise itself has the proper structure of a regular cruise ship. If you tried landing in the sea, the water level around this part of the ship is pretty shallow. Hey, welcome in! Happy Friday, Iron Man! So you probably injure yourself no matter what. Then, couldn't you use some kind of rope to pull yourself down?
Then...
Oh, well, I guess it wouldn't be impossible. Also, this is a random question, but who's your least favorite character from each of the 3 canon games? My least favorite? Okay, I didn't care for Taro that much. Okay, this is controversial, okay? Please don't hate me, but I don't like Kaito from V3. I did not like him one bit. Whenever he became like a fan favorite, I was like, why? I think it's just those two. I think everyone else, I think I relatively kind of liked them a little bit in some way or another. But I think it's just those two I just did not care for. Yeah, her actual death was actually better compared to what Monokuma would have actually done to her. She was executed. He would have done some surgery thing to execute her, huh? I'll look up the executions, and I want to see them. You didn't like Kaito either? Oh, good, good. I know, he's very well loved, but I did not feel that whatsoever. Well, anyways, thanks. I'll write this down. Monokuma's balcony was added. Shinji's account was added. You thought he was the only good character? Yeah, see, I know like a lot of people love him. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like hate him. He did not grow on me whatsoever. Did I just love everyone from Danganronpa 1? Honestly, kinda, yeah. I can't think of anyone I actually like hated. Like, I mean, we didn't really get to know what's her name again? Leon or Sayaka that much, but they were fine. Yeah, everyone was fine in the first game. Who else? I was like, who was even hated? Celeste is be hated and loved, and I like Celeste all right. I think I don't like how her trial was done though. I think she should have been a bit smarter because she was way obvious for being, you know, a gambling liar of a person. Or like, no, you're doing a very bad job of murder because it's pretty easy. But she was fine. And dear one's your favorite of all three? See, I like all the characters in Danganronpa 1 more, but I liked the story in 2 the most. And I love Nagito the most. But overall, I would definitely say I like all the characters in Danganronpa 1 more. So I can't pick between the two, which one's my favorite. I like them both so much. Do I have Teria as culprit victim? Oh, right. I forgot to put him at. I thought. Okay. Hold on. Am I missing? He's got to be a survivor, right? He can't come back here and die. So Teria will add him as single brain cell boy lives. Yeah, he's gonna live. There's no way he dies. DR2 has most of your favorite characters. Nice. See, I think my love for Sakura, like, overshadows all the rest of the Danganronpa 2 characters except for Nagito. So But V3 is your favorite ending? Oh, okay, that's a very controversial opinion. I have read a few fanfics that I feel like makes me like the V3 ending more, so my brain is kind of like a bit of like, okay, if it goes this way, I can see how I like it this way, and so forth. Alright, I'll be leaving. Sora, where are you off to? I already figured out where I want to investigate next, thanks to you. Thanks to me? Good luck with the rest of your investigation, Shinji. V3's ending was legit, you can agree with that? I think it definitely it was an ending that grew on me, for sure. Like, I remember the first time I beat it, because it took me so long, because that trial was forever. And so I don't think I was like enthused about it at the time, but I ended up being alright with it at the end. I'm like, okay, I get where they were going with it. Shinji said that the Yuki Onna statue here had been broken a few days ago. I don't know if it's because of that, but I felt like something might be here. I guess I was wrong. Excluding the broken ice statue, there weren't any clues to note. Maybe Kanade was right. Maybe I'm not cut out for investigations. The dressing room, perhaps? Since I'm already here, I'll check it out. Iro has the lowest IQ, even lower than Teria? Dang. That's... Now I've been... okay, hold on, thanks. You're in a store watching? Oh, Tori! Welcome in. But you hate... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kibo dying was just... I get why he died, but... And I also did not want Kibo to die. Ugh, don't scare me like that. Huh, Teria?
Jeez.
Oh, it's you, Sora. You scared me, standing in front of the door like that. Were you inside the dressing room?
In other words,
Yeah, I thought I looked at the items list. The item list? What's that?
seriously?
Oh, you don't know? It's a checklist of the various items in the room. It's right there on the wall. Oh, so what'd you want to check about the list?
You see,
I just checked to see if there's anything missing. Looks like everything's there and accounted for, though. The item list also exists in other places like the mart and the workout room. Kipo was your boy, too. Yeah. I guess it's hard to notice if you're not actively looking for it. Well, anyways, I was checking them one by one. This one's the last one, but the stock matches and the wares. The stock matches the wares, so that's a relief. Always making sure we mess up like you did last time where all the weapons kept getting stolen. You've been checking them all one by one?
it's my duty.
Yeah, I always do. My god, Teria. Are you some kind of freak? Oh my god, Sora, chill. We want people to not, vote us for a murderer.
What are you saying?
What? How can you say that about me? Actually, as soon as I heard the word killing game, I felt a need to check these every day. I had a hunch that something bad might happen if I don't. I don't know why. Chapter 3 isn't translated yet, unfortunately. Wait, it's not? Or is it? Or you mean it's not voice acted? The voices aren't? I wonder if there's any point in that, but good work anyway, so there's no problems?
By the way,
Okay, as long as the text is translated. That's the important key thing there. Well, I did find one weird thing. Something out of the ordinary?
this is...
One of the wigs has some shards or something on it. I don't know where it got those. Maybe I'm being overly meticulous. I don't know.
no good.
It might have no relevance to the case at all. I mean, Kokoro was killed in her room, so why would there be any clues way out here? I'm just doing my routine checkup. Wait, come to think of it, why are you here, Sora? That's...
Well,
Oh.
I think that was enough time. I will now end the investigation. I trust you've all been working hard, so you should have plenty of clues to solve this case.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Everyone, gather at the entrance to the class trial room on the first floor of the Monocruise. If you're late, you'll have a hefty punishment waiting for you.
Okay guys, let's not wake up Shobai. Gosh, Teria, I don't think we have any time left to be chatting like this. Yeah, you're right. Let's head to the class trial room right now. Oh, so they are actively working on it? Oh, that's good. Sora, you're here. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. Am I the last to arrive?
Well,
Nope. Iroha and Shobai aren't here yet. The fridge might be useful? Yeah, I'm thinking... Your body was stuffed in the fridge. Yeah, he wants to sleep. Let the old man sleep. He needs nap time. What are they doing? They should be well aware of the penalty for being
Aside
late.
from that,
That being said, to come back to this place again. Tell me about it. We wouldn't be here if there weren't any murders. To think that we'd have another victim.
Shit.
Kokoro.
No,
If Koro isn't here, where...
don't worry.
Don't worry, sis. I'll take care of everything.
Hey,
Teria, you got plenty of experience with this class trial stuff, yeah? He became kind of have shared... Oh! Thank you. I actually really want to know that because I'm like, do I have to get 2 presents for like each time for them? They can share the slinkies I give them. The Hangman's Gambit may look hard, but it's really not. Okay. I'll do my best not to overthink it like I do for everything. I have high expectations for you, okay?
Seriously?
Well, this has nothing to do with experience. I don't have any memory of them, remember? It might sound a bit irresponsible, but I'm not the brightest person around. Oh, he's aware of it. That's so cute. If Ray were here instead, she would certainly have been more helpful.
It's my duty.
But I'll do my best. I've changed since then.
How boring.
Yes, who doesn't have high expectations for you? Me!
So,
Moreover, what's up with Iroha and Shobai? Why are they taking so long? Yeah, I gotta say, what an unlikely duo. Iroha's probably off to wake Shobai up. Wake up? What do you mean? Well, Shobai said he was gonna take a nap until the class trial starts, saying he had nothing to investigate. What? Nothing more to investigate? Unbelievable. Yeah, I got warned that, so when we get to the execution, I'll make sure to pause for a second and give everyone a warning. The twins have their own preferred items. You give one to one twin and so we can both talk to you. Okay, so they each like certain... Okay, noted. It's probably music-related things. And probably not all the weird things that I have collected, because I keep getting extremely weird things in my collection. Okay, so from first one, I love Hina and I love Sakura. And then Chihiro, then Mondo. And then Taka. And then Makoto. Which I know is like half the cast, but I love all those in that order. Second game, it's Nagito, and then... I feel like everyone else kind of ties for second place in that game. And then third game, I love Rentaro. I love Rentaro, and I love Kaede, and... yeah, those two. Also, Kanade hates holy water because she's a demon, that's why. Okay, don't give her holy water. Noted. Mondo's big bad boy, though? Yeah, but okay. You're what? So you missed that? Okay, so game 1, favorite characters. Sakura, Hina, Chihiro, Mondo, Taka, then Makoto. Those are my favorite characters. 2, Nagito. Oh, and then Fuyuhiko. Nagito, Fuyuhiko. And I would say those are my favorite. I like everyone else, but those are my favorite. And the third one, Rentaro, Kaede, and... oh, I like Angie. I really did like Angie. I know a lot of people also don't like her. I thought she was funny. And yeah, I think that's it. That is my order of... and I didn't play Ultra Despair Girls because of the warnings in that game, and I'm like, cool, not for me. So, which is fine. Alright, let's get to this trial. How should I say this? He looked pretty relaxed. He says he already figured out who did it.
What the hell?
The culprit? But I don't have a single clue on what happened.
why?
Is he thinking that all of this, Kokoro's death, is just fun and games? I can't forgive that kind of attitude. Well, there's also a chance that he's actually the culprit and he's bluffing. Whatever the cause may be, he was still napping while everyone was investigating for their lives.
Good grief.
It's nothing new. This is the same person that slept through the trial last time, after all.
Jeez.
He's definitely crazy. I'm sorry for being late. Oh. Shobai, you arrogant slimeball. Stop napping when our lives are on the line. These class trials are not a joke, got it?
Serious?
It's short? Okay, noted. Well, we're the last ones here, right? Let's get moving. Well, it's a good thing I was late, if it's short then. I'm moving my ass. You never do anything.
Hey,
Why are you late, Iroha? Sorry. Shobai, he isn't the type to wake up
Does
easily.
this get any more boring?
This case is easy anyways. You can take it all by yourselves. I need to go over deals I'll be managing when I leave this place. Listen to me. Calm down, Shinji.
Hey now.
Sora's right. It isn't the first time Shobai's like that. Just ignore him like we do at Mikado.
But wait!
Sora! But I just can't stand this kind of attitude. Shinji, class trials require a cool head and a clear mind. You should never, ever act emotionally and rationally to them.
Okay.
Right. If everyone else says so, I'll calm down. Turia, finally, you feel like a true mentor. Sora, like, don't be so mean to him.
What are you saying?
Is that a compliment?
Despite some students choosing to be tardy, it's time to finally get things started. Is everyone ready? Everyone, please enter the elevator in front of you to join the class trial. I'll be waiting for you there.
Ugh.
So it's starting again. I'll read your favorite characters in a second. I'm scared. Don't worry. We've all got to face this together, and we did what we could. We need to end this by discussing what we found. When the trial ends, at least one of us won't be here back up again. Yeah, you guys are right. I said I'm going to trust you guys again. It's because I trust you that I suspect you. To find the culprit and survive with everyone. Sis, you should just leave it to me.
Everyone.
Guys, I was favored to ask of you. It might sound out of place, but I really liked Kokoro. At first, I just wanted to talk to her, but she listened to me and my heart. I want to find, no, I will find the heartless monster who killed her. Please, lend me your strength so I can see to it that she rests in peace.
It's fine.
No need to be so formal. We all feel the same.
Alright.
Yep. If we think positively, we can go through anything.
How awkward.
Well, in all seriousness, if we don't do this, we'll end up being dead meat anyways. Don't you dare interrupt this touching moment, Mikado. Emma, if Kokoro didn't die, she would have definitely joined us in the end, because you were there for her. Well, it's a bit too late for that now, though.
Then.
Thank you, everyone.
Can't give up.
Now let's put an end to this. As Emma said, we all feel the same, well, most of us at least. We were able to solve the last trial when it seemed impossible. We can do it again. That's what we're going to believe. Dressing room. Dressing wig. And save. Alright. Right? I gave her a wedding ring too. Like, she can't betray me. We're like married now. Oh, okay. Everyone's gonna be list. Awesome. Okay, let's see. So your favorite characters are Sakura, because Sakura, best girl, yeah. Toko and Byakuya. Gundam. Shuichi, Kibo, and Kokichi. I'm glad someone else really liked Kokichi. I did like Kokichi a lot. He was fun. And then... for you, first game is Kyoko. And then... Gundam and Ibuki. B3 and Kaito, and Monika's super underrated. Also, yes, I am Satsuki best girl. Satsuki will always, in my heart, never be dead. She is totally fine and alive and married to Haruhiko. They're okay. Totally not dead. Okay, here's nothing. See, it sucks as V3. Like, I loved Kaede and Rentaro, and you know, they were gone first episode, so I was like, huh, what am I gonna do now, huh? Just like last time, the elevator made an unnerving sound and slowly but surely made its way to the underground. Everyone stayed deadly quiet, as if we silently agreed to. It's like there was now an unspoken rule that the elevator was a place to silently ready your hearts. The elevator descends relentlessly as we ponder these thoughts until it finally stops so the doors open.
Hello there.
You've arrived. I've been waiting. Hey, why does this place look so different to last time? It would be boring because the same as always, eh? So for your amusement, I changed up the design.
What the hell?
Amusement? Just how in the world is any of this amusing?
Very well.
Well then, please take your place where your name is written.
I wish you luck.
Coco, no. You've done this once, so you all know how it goes, right? Now let's begin. A death game where your lives are on the line. The second class trial. To say that we'd be calmer after doing this once before would definitely be a lie. As Monokuma said, it's our lives on the line. I'm afraid and nervous. Heck, we all are. But... Kokoro must have been much more afraid. It must have been scary and painful. Though it hurts to lose Yuri, Kokoro was much closer to us personally. Everyone, not just Emma's is enraged. You know what? It's all the short people dying right now. Oh no, Art Girl! Someone get her a stepladder so she lives. And if we don't find the culprit, we all die. Least favorites? Maybe Peko and Angie? Yeah, like I said, I can 100% see why people don't like Angie, and if Fim said, like, you don't like Angie, I'm like, no, I understand. It's okay. We had to find out who did it. To avenge Kokoro's death. To survive. Time will wait for us, and it's finally starting. A trial of life and death. A trial of truth and lies. A trial of trust and betrayal. A trial of fact and fiction. And you like Mikan? Again, Mikan's one of those characters who, like, I've grown to like more since I've read fanfics where, you know, they make her a bit less fan servicey. And I've just fused the fanfictions with canon. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this is her. And I'm like, I'm cool with it. A trial of pleas and excuses. A trial of friend and foes. Okay, so there's one dead in every box so far. A trial like no other. The class trial. Would you like to save? Heck yeah. Please. Okay, and we got more skills, yeah? Okay, so I got sharpshooter, increases firing speed. Yes, please. Hospitality, recover an influence. Sure, that sounds great. Third eye. Oh wait, okay, that's 20 whole points though. Makes the back of cards visible. That sounds good. Eliminates all retry penalties. Sure. Oh yeah, I can just equip them all. Haha! Which executions are my favorite and which are your least favorite? Okay, I mean, obviously the least favorite's Mikan's. I'm with the majority on that one, where they could have done some cool stuff with her and they didn't. So I didn't like it. So that one's definitely my least favorite. Favorite would definitely... I liked Kurumi's in, Teru and Hifumi are better than Miu. They're on the same exact level for me. They were there and I accepted their existence.
Explain the rules of this class trial.
But yeah, I think Kurumi is my favorite execution. It felt tragic.
The results of the class trial will be decided solely by your votes. If you manage to correctly identify the blackened, only they will receive punishment. But should you vote incorrectly, everyone except for the blackened will be punished, and they will be able to escape this field trip of mutual killing.
I hope we never end up here again. But we're here now, and there's no turning back. We've got no choice but to solve this case. Together, we'll get through this mess.
Now then, you may begin at your discretion.
So we're looking for the person who killed Kokoro.
Where are we even supposed to start? I'm already totally lost.
If you would all be so kind as to lend me your ears, there is something I must tell you before we begin.
Kanaka tried to write me as the worst character possible when she's still in the top 4. I mean, I get, like, again, like, while I didn't like, you know, she's definitely not top 4 or anything for me. I understand why people like her because she was funny at the end of the day. Your DR versus Toko, 2 Teru, and DR1 is Mitch, which I know is a meme, but it's also... His name is Mitch, isn't it? I keep forgetting his name. I'm like, yeah, this is the blonde soccer boy who existed, who was super dumb, but yeah, he existed.
I don't have a clue what happened, honestly.
Please don't ignore me.
You've got some nerve talking to us, Mikado.
Is it Mikado? Not Mikado? Okay, Mikado. Noted.
Is it just me? Or is my existence beginning to receive less and less acknowledgement?
You know, because at first, okay, no, I'm staying with you, Johnny. I had the same thing where I'm like, okay, everyone in B3 is such an exaggeration, But then if the V3 ending is true and they're all just reality star characters, I think that becomes kind of the point where they're not really people. They're actually just exaggerated characters for TV, kind of like how, like, you know, regular reality TV show is. So it kind of made sense to me after, in a way. Unless V3 isn't, you know, unless Smokey was lying and they're not, then yeah, then they are too jokey. Shinji just says it that way to make fun of him. Oh, okay, okay. I'm like, I could have sworn someone said Mikado.
I've said this before, yet it seems I have no choice but to repeat myself. Although you may ignore me in everyday life, it would be unwise to ignore me during trials. I, for one, did my fair share of investigation. And it would do me no greater joy than to assist you all in the solving of this case.
Leave us alone, will you?
No, he has a point. We probably should listen to Mikado.
Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you, Sora.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's not like Mikado can afford to let us lose the class trial, considering all our lives, his included, are on the line. Every testimony is important, even if it's coming from a loser like him or a liar like Shobai.
Sora, I love you.
Oh, you're something else, Miss Sora.
But more importantly, he could be the Blackened. And even if he's nothing but an ugly, worthless piece of scum who's no better than a rotting piece of inedible garbage, there's the smallest chance he might have found an important piece of evidence.
Sora.
My poor broken heart.
Right? I'm like, oh, I guess Sora's a black and she just murdered Mikado.
If Sora says so, then I guess it's fine.
Seeing that it's come to this, I present to you all my ultimate piece of evidence which will undoubtedly restore your valued trust in me.
Ultimate piece of evidence? What, did you already solve it?
Well, no, not yet. But
Shut up already! We can't afford to get off track!
Yeah. Like Rara said, I guess we shouldn't completely ignore him. But I doubt he'll be of any use, so... Let's just keep going for now, okay? Starting from the top, I think we should go over everything we know so far.
Yeah, and that 5% was just so hideous to her senses. She's like, ugh.
That's what Coco would have done.
Yeah. Without Koro, we have nobody to rely on but ourselves. Don't worry, sis. I'm here for you.
Cheer up, you guys. We can do this. For Kokoro.
It's like, Emma, you're so tall. You're almost taller than the screen there.
Alrighty then. So, what we know about the case so far? Let's see.
I mean, it's easier said than done. I'm not even sure how we're supposed to start.
Why don't we talk about what everyone was doing before we discovered the body?
Just like last time, it looks like we're starting out by going over what we know so far. I still don't have a clue to who the killer is, but with a little cooperation, we should be able to figure that out. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to click. Okay, yeah. Yellow phrase is the weak point. Shift to change the truth bullet. S skip. Alright, let's do this. Monokuma, okay, cool.
So, we found the dead body right around lunchtime.
Feels right.
Sora, Teruya, and I went to Kokoro's room to bring her lunch like always.
Sounds good.
But Kokoro didn't answer. So naturally, we started to get worried.
And that's when I heard you guys and came over, right? Once you guys told me what was going on, I went and got Monokuma to open the door for us.
Yeah.
And when we went in, Kokoro was...
That would mean that Kokoro died for the first time.
No, that's wrong!
I don't know the answer, but I know that's wrong. Alright, see you soon. Yeah, perfect. Let's end the trial there. Oh, right, I get saved for each one. That's so awesome.
No, Shinji. We can't be sure of that.
Well, why not?
Just because we found the body during lunchtime doesn't mean Kokoro died around
Yeah,
that
Shinji.
time. Even the Monokuma file says so. The time of death is unknown.
Speaking of which, the Monocro file this time around isn't very helpful, is it?
Probably because she was frozen. Even professionals have a hard time determining the time of death when it comes to frozen bodies.
You know, I'm thinking she's less, guitarist and more like true crime expert. And she's hiding that from us.
If the time of death is unknown, then doesn't that mean that there's still a chance she really did die around lunchtime?
I suppose we can't rule out the possibility, but it's probably pretty low.
Then I guess we should be talking about when Kokoro really died.
Wait, do we really need to? I thought it was obvious who the killer was.
Wait, what? Nikkei, you already figured it out?
Who is it? Who's the Blackened?
Yoriko Kabuya. Need I say more?
He really hates Yoriko, doesn't he?
Huh?
Yeah, what?
Yoriko's the culprit.
Wait, not this again. Why am
Yeah.
I always the one getting pinned for this stuff?
But aren't you the one who brought Kokoro breakfast? If she was dead by lunchtime, then it sounds to me like that's the only opening for someone to get a stab at her.
What?
He certainly has a point. If she was alive during the breakfast visit, but dead by the time Miss Sora's assemblage stopped by, then obviously whichever group was the last to check in to deliver breakfast is the most suspicious. And what do you know? That would be none other than
Actually,
Miss
I kind of
Kabuya.
hope she gets pinned for being the murderer again for the next chapter.
Wait, but I was with Teruya the entire time. How do you possibly expect me to kill her with someone else there?
She's right. The whole point of me joining every visit was to make sure nobody'd try and take advantage of Kokoro's vulnerability.
So that'd mean you're in the same boat.
What?
You're implying he served as our accomplice?
But there isn't even any benefit to working as an accomplice. And we know Teruya is an avoid, so he's got no reason to kill anyone in the first place.
Oh, you're saying Teruya too? Okay, so someone else said Teruya, so I was like, oh, it's Teruya, but okay, Teruya is fine.
Can we really be so sure about that? Yeah, the chances of him being a void are low, but it's not like they're zero. Remember, Mikado of all people was the one who brought him here. To be honest, I always thought the whole, yeah, let's just put all
That's
our
why I
trust
keep
in a
saying
total
Nikkei's gonna be a
stranger
murderer.
thing was ridiculous.
Like,
That's insane! I was
I know.
kidnapped!
he's blaming my girl for stuff.
You're one to talk, Nikkei. Constantly accusing others doesn't automatically make you innocent.
Yeah.
Fine, then let's turn this around. If it wasn't those two working together, then when is the murder possibly supposed to have taken place? Sure, there isn't any incentive for accomplices, but Monocro didn't outright deny the possibility.
You... Guys, say something.
Yuko, I know how you feel, but he does have a point.
No, I'll defend her. I'll be your ultimate lawyer, it's
We need
okay.
to discuss this more, but
Considering the order of people that have visited Kokoro, it makes sense for people to be suspicious of Teruya and Yoriko. But we need to talk about it more before deciding anything. Kanade mispronounces her own name at once? Okay, I feel a little less bad than about mispronouncing her names. It's like... Oh, wait.
Why are you guys suspecting me
Kokoro's
again?
e-handbook? Yeah, okay,
Considering the
so
order,
that's gonna be it.
that breakfast visit was the only possible window for murder.
I was with her, and she didn't do anything suspicious.
Wait, what are my other options? Severed limbs?
like Nick said,
Yuriko's
there is
account.
a possibility of you two
Oh,
being
what was Yoriko's
accomplices.
account?
Miss Mitsume ate her meals up until last night.
Probably that.
And the body was found this lunch. So if something happened to Miss Mitsume, it would have been during this morning.
These two also don't have alibis in the first place, as it's
No, that's wrong.
Cool, good, that was the answer. Yeah! I forgot what her account was, but I knew it was important.
Sorry, Nikkei, but I won't let you badger Yoriko again like this.
Sora.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you. Ultimate defense attorney Sora here.
Yoriko has an alibi. After the trip with Teruya, she went straight to the village to practice cooking.
Yeah, when there was no answer, we left the meal on her doorstep. As soon as that was done, she told me she was gonna continue practicing her cooking at the village.
You got any evidence to back that up?
Well, I did meet a few on the way there. Huh, I saw her. You were cooking some stew, right?
There are
Yay.
plenty of witnesses, Nikkei.
Yeah,
If
Nikkei,
what Yoriko
suck it.
says is true, then there would have been no time for murder.
Alright, then we can excuse Yoriko. But what about Teruya? He entered Kokoro's room every visit. There could have been plenty of chances for him to kill her.
Kokoro said she'd only open the door when 2 or more people came to visit her. Thus, under normal circumstances, if anyone entered Kokoro's room to kill her, then we're dealing with more than one culprit.
So I'm thinking, she did open. Yeah, no, this is way more professional than whenever said it was gonna be a dub that I thought it was gonna be.
Now that Yoriko's
Like,
alibi
sounds
has been
nice.
confirmed, it would have been impossible for Teruya to kill Kokoro on his own. Thus, the theory of Yoriko and Teruya being accomplices is disproven.
Your argument is full of gaps.
No, Nikkei.
No, that alone isn't going to suffice as a valid alibi. The evidence in Kokoro's room supports that.
Anyway, I was saying, it has to be someone that Kokoro trusts, right?
Sorry, but as a journalist, it's my job's instinct to pursue every last detail of what I find suspicious.
No, frozen hands, that's right.
Allow
It was
me
the
to
frozen
present
hands,
you
that's
with
what someone got in.
this evidence. Let's see if you can retaliate against the ultimate journalist's latest scoop.
Nikkei. Alright. So what are we doing? Oh, this thing again, okay. S to shoot. Failing to hit lines. Okay, was it shift to switch the keys things? Shift, okay, shift and S. S to remove. Got it. Nikkei's so desperate to pin Yoriko's, right? Like, it's gonna happen again, I feel, next chapter. Oh, darn it.
So, after delivering breakfast, Yoriko went to the village. That much I could understand, but she could have easily killed her then and there before fleeing soon after. She visited Kokoro with Teruya with the intent to kill her. Then she split so that she'd have a witness for her alibi.
You saw the state of the body, didn't you? It was frozen solid. Could Yoriko have done such a feat in such a short span of time? It'd be impossible for Yoriko to do that and immediately
Tetsuka said something about the
leave
drum,
for the
so
village.
okay.
Nope. There's a way that she could have frozen Kokoro instantly. The room says it all. She used liquid nitrogen.
Oh,
Killed
no!
Kokoro,
I need
then
Tetsuka's account for that one.
poured liquid nitrogen over her. Her body would freeze
Turn it.
instantly. And there you have it.
Okay. No. I saw what it was.
So, after delivering breakfast, Yoriko went to the village. That much I can understand, but she could have easily killed her then and there before fleeing soon after. She visited Kokoro with Teruya with the intent to kill her. Then she split so that she'd have a witness for her alibi.
Okay, I saw what it was.
You saw the state of the body, didn't you? It
Yeah,
was
I'm not
frozen
reading
solid.
these.
Could Yoriko
I am
have
literally
done such
just
a
like
feat in
shooting and
such a
looking for
short span
yellow.
of time? It'd be impossible for Yoriko to do that and immediately leave for
I
the
better get somebody with
village.
a slowdown thing for this thing.
Nope. There's a way that she could have frozen Kokoro instantly. Her room says it all. She used liquid nitrogen. She killed
No,
Kokoro,
I
then
missed it!
poured liquid nitrogen over her. Her body would freeze instantly. And there you have it. Our crime scene.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
So, after delivering breakfast, Yoriko went to the village. That much I can understand, but she could have easily killed her then and there before fleeing soon after. She visited Kokoro with Teruya with the intent to kill her. Then she split so that she'd have a witness for her alibi.
God, that one's so hard to get really fast in time.
You saw the state of the body, didn't you? It was frozen solid. Could Yoriko have done such a feat in such a short span of time? It'd be impossible for Yoriko to do that and immediately leave for the village.
No, I know.
Nope. There's a way that she could have frozen Kokoro instantly. Her room says it all. She used liquid nitrogen. She killed Kokoro, then poured liquid nitrogen.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Her body would freeze instantly.
We're gonna listen to this one more time.
Our crime scene.
It comes so fast. I just gotta ignore whatever
So, after delivering breakfast, Yoriko
the
went
first
to the
one
village.
is.
That much I can understand, but she could have easily killed her then and there.
I'm also trying to
before
remember where they come
fleeing
from
soon
now.
after. She visited Kokoro with Teruya with the intent to kill her. Then she split so that she'd have a witness for her alibi.
You
Okay,
saw
okay.
the state of the
I know.
body, didn't you? It was frozen
I'm just gonna ignore it and just shoot
Could
the yellow
Yoriko
only.
have done such a
I
feat
have
in
enough
such a
life
short
that
span
shouldn't
of
be a
time?
problem.
It'd be impossible for Yoriko to do that and immediately leave for the village.
Nope. There's a way that she
Nope.
could have frozen
Nope.
Kokoro instantly. Her room says it all.
There we go.
I'll pierce through those words.
Yeah, I was like not being able to click fast enough for that. No, my perfect score. It sucks now. I got an F. Yeah, save it.
No, that doesn't add up. There's no way Yoriko used liquid nitrogen to freeze Kokoro.
What are you talking about? We all saw an empty container of it in her room, plain as day.
If she really used that to freeze Kokoro, then there should have been traces left behind in the room. But other than her corpse, we didn't find a single trace of anything else being frozen. Right, Setsuka?
Yup. No traces mean that the liquid nitrogen was probably never used.
But why was it there then?
Maybe she could have frozen Koro in some other room before bringing her back in?
That had taken a significant amount of time. Nikkei's proposition was that the crime could have been done within a short amount of time. If Yoriko, our supposed murderer, had taken time moving the body like that, then it would be impossible to arrive at the village as early as she did.
So Yoriko and Teruya are innocent? That's what I've been saying since the start.
I know that from an opportunity standpoint, we're suspicious. But don't you think you're being a bit cruel, Nikkei?
Yeah, Nikkei Future Blackened. Who do I have? Oh no, I still have Chapter 1 Blackened. I'll switch you over. You could be Chapter 4 Blackened. Maybe.
Hey, what's with that attitude,
Chapter
Nikkei?
3, Chapter 4.
You owe these two an apology.
Now, fighting won't get us anywhere. Since Bravo's cleared up our suspicion on Terry and Yuko, let's get back to the case.
If not for freezing, then what was the liquid
Yeah,
nitrogen
yeah, thank
for?
you, Emma. This is what I want to know.
After all, since we found the container in her room, we can easily assume it must have been used for something, correct?
Oh, maybe it was to, like, quickly freeze her hands? I don't know how frozen hands work with fingerprints, but they needed the hands to not thaw out so they can use it to, access her handbook, right? Maybe?
No, that's probably a red herring.
Or it's a red
A
herring.
red herring? But the label on the drum clearly
Oh,
said
Yuki.
liquid nitrogen on it.
Yuki, no.
Right. The label, but nothing else. I'm saying that they probably just stuck that label onto an empty container.
He sounds like
Look
Kermit.
at it closer.
The green helps too.
It's slanted, slightly, as if hastily slapped on. I'm willing to bet there was never any liquid nitrogen inside that container at all. Wait, then how did
No.
Kokoro get frozen? It must be the Yukiona's curse after all. There's no other way that a person would suddenly freeze.
Of course it's not because of the curse, but still. To freeze someone so thoroughly. There must have been a tool inside her room to help freeze things, and that tool must be... Hangman's flashback! Just start. It's cool. Alright. Refrigerator! Oh, no. Okay, R. Got it. E. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. I have the thing. This is easy. Okay, this is such a cheating little thing, isn't it? I'm glad I got this though. Yeah, this one's never coming off. This is best skill. Was this from Yoriko? Because if it was, Yoriko, you're the best. I love you. No, that's how you spell it. That's how you spell it. No, I'm sorry. It's ER, isn't it? Oh no, it is OR.
I see.
Yeah, they're like, wow, you're so good at spelling and memorizing. I'm like, yeah. Kokoro's look. It was Kokoro's skill? Not. I'm so glad I was able to give her one present that she liked.
It's probably the refrigerator.
The refrigerator? The culprit froze Kokoro with the refrigerator?
Well, excluding the liquid nitrogen, it's the only thing left capable of freezing someone. But
Is there any proof that the refrigerator was used?
The divider. Proof that the refrigerator was used to freeze Kokoro? I wonder if that's where this comes into play.
Got it. I noticed the refrigerator divider in Kokoro's room was a bit loose. Perhaps it's because the culprit had taken the divider out to fit Kokoro in, then placed it back when she'd been frozen.
Miss Mitsume is quite small, so if they squeezed her right in, I'm sure that she'd fit rather nicely.
Squeeze in? Watch your words. There's also the fact that her refrigerator was set to instant freeze mode. For those of you who've used that setting, I'm sure you can agree it's definitely powerful enough to freeze a human being.
Have they been practicing?
Wait, even if the output was set to instant freeze, there's a big difference between freezing some leftovers and freezing a whole human being. We're not talking about mild frostbite here. The Monokuma file says that she was frozen to the point where all her cells suffered from necrosis. If she was frozen that badly, that means the culprit must have left her in for at least a whole day.
Huh? Wait, that means Coco would have been in there since yesterday's lunchtime.
Yuki, when you were there with me and Tsuruya delivering Kokoro her meal, there was no answer, right?
Yeah. But Yoriko said that the dinner was gone that night.
That doesn't make sense. Maybe Ruko is lying? Why would I lie about something like that?
If your refrigerator theory is correct, that means
someone else
Kokoro
could easily
should
just grab
have
the
been
dinner.
inside the refrigerator last
Or there could be
supper.
rats on the island. We don't know.
I swear, if Yoriko really is the culprit,
Wait, hold your horses. Yoriko never visited Kokoro yesterday, so she wouldn't have had the chance to enter her room.
then who delivered breakfast yesterday?
Me, Roha, and Teria.
And you met up with Kokoro?
Yup. We had a really nice chat with her. Kokoro even wrote...
She does open her eyes?
iPad.
Okay. I will woo her next. I want to see her eye. Like, show me. Show me it's not evil looking.
That means she was alive up until that point, at least.
Who was there for lunch?
Me, Kanade, Gigi, and Ruru.
Chi-Chi?
And did
Shinji.
you guys meet Kokoro?
Of course. She complained about 4 people being too many.
Wait, this is getting a bit too complicated. Can somebody summarize it?
Roha, can you give me a piece of paper from your sketchbook?
Okay.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, look how cute her drawing is! Okay, hold on. We had to study this a little bit, don't we? Okay, so, day 1, day before yesterday. Sora, Yuki, Yoriko, Setsuka, breakfast. Found out about Kokoro's disease, started routine visits. Look, Setsuka is also an extremely cute, great artist. This is great. Lunch, dinner. Okay, so yesterday, the last group to see Kokoro was Shinji, Twins, Otori. Unable to meet with Kokoro starting here, Yuki, Emma, Teria, whatever. Dinner plate was taken though. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. So probably somewhere here is when... Right? Like she even got the ombre effect of the twins' hair too. So kind of like right between here is when... They said it takes like a whole day? Okay. And then day 3, couldn't be a Kokoro, lunch, body's gonna read. Okay, so yeah. So it's really not looking good for Emma then. I would say Yoriko's safe now, maybe?
If we summarize what we've discussed so far, this is our result.
Setsuka, your drawing's adorable. Oh, and you drew such a good summary too.
I hereby dub you the Taking Notes Master. Or would it be Mistress? Miss Chiabukuro, which do you prefer?
I'd prefer it if you stopped focusing on the drawings and instead focused on the timeline of events.
Looking at this, we can confirm Kokoro hasn't answered her door since yesterday evening. That means something definitely happened between those 2 visits.
Yeah.
Does that mean the visitors right before then? Shinji, Teruya, and the twins are all one big culprit?
I don't think 4 people murdered her all like Murder on the Orient Express style.
What? Why are we the culprits? And how would that even work?
I doubt that 4 people were accomplices, especially when the chances of there being even one accomplice are close to 0.
But according to Yuki, that gap between lunch and dinner was the only period of time she could have been killed in.
Wait, that's impossible. Haven't we already discussed that the only time we could have entered her room was to deliver meals? That was a rule she personally set.
And I definitely saw
Yeah.
her dinner had disappeared. So she couldn't have been dead
And-
by then, right?
But if Coco were still alive last night, there wouldn't have been enough time to freeze her.
I have no idea what we're talking about anymore.
According to this
Shinji.
theory, none of us could have killed Kokoro to even get close to her. They obviously needed to first enter her room, and if it wasn't during our visits...
We also saw the dry ice packets too.
Admittedly, I think the refrigerator is the root of this problem. Determining how one would have access to it is what's brought us to a dead end.
No, it must be the refrigerator. Considering the liquid nitrogen was just a red herring, it becomes the only tool capable of freezing Kokoro. There is no alternative.
Your S1 brain cell's working really
But if
hard.
we could have only entered her room during lunchtime, then...
Damn, this really is a locked
I
room
like
mystery.
that Tori's now bumped up to 2 brain cell boy, since Ira has now the 1 brain cell girl.
This is hard. Can I use a hint coin?
I still don't know what we just discussed.
Shinji. Shinji. Precious baby.
I got it! It's the Yukiona!
No. Oh gosh. No, is she the hero of the series? Like, she's gonna keep saying ghosts every time?
Monokuma, we need to stop the trial right now before it's too late! This isn't a murder, it's a curse!
And the class trial, you say? I don't mind at all. I assume that means you've given up on finding the culprit?
Well, that's not... I mean, does a culprit exist in the first place? It seems like it's impossible for everyone, so...
Is there anything that could point us towards the culprit? We just need a small push in the right direction.
Guess I gotta help you out.
Hey, thank you.
The culprit exists. This is a case where if you think about the method first, it's more
Also,
difficult.
Shobai. You said you knew stuff and you're still not talking.
So, let's put the method aside for now and focus on the culprit's identity first. The evidence pointing towards the culprit. I know you have what it takes to solve this. And don't worry, I'll help you out.
Infinite brain cell best girl assistant. That was a really cute little, like, image of her. Alright, logic refresh. What was the logic refresh again? Okay, yeah, it's this one. Okay, and this is support one, so... Avoid white, collect blue. And then choose the correct bullet. Okay. Avoid white, collect blue.
The murder method is still a mystery.
Oh, geez. Okay, that's a little faster than I thought it was
But
gonna
there
be.
was a clue pointing towards the culprit at the crime scene, Kokoro's final moments. The final clue that Kokoro left with her dying breaths. That clue clearly points out the real culprit. You remember now, right, Sora?
You wanted the dying message?
I agree with that.
Do I agree with it? I don't agree with it.
That's it. The dying message. The dying message that Kokoro had left. If we decipher that, we can figure out who the culprit is.
Bingo! Well done, Sora.
The dying what now?
The dying message. You usually see victims leave them behind right before they die, hinting towards their killer's identity. But Rara, you're saying Coco left one herself?
Yes, the
She
icicles
had
inside the
no
refrigerator.
hands.
They look like normal icicles, but if you look closely, there are letters
Don't
written
worry,
on
unlike
each
Kokoro,
one.
kind of to explain her reasoning. Oh, that's nice. Now just be like, it's my superpower, obviously.
It looks like someone carved them with their nails, presumably Kokoro's.
What? F-O?
Look, two of them are stuck together. It looks like the bigger one is penetrating the smaller one.
So the icicles killed Kokoro?
Shinji.
I don't...
I feel like someone could write a note saying, hey, walk off this plank, come, for, a way to escape, and he'll do it, and he'll drown, and be like, oh no, he drowned. I guess he's the murder victim now.
Aren't dying messages supposed to be something obvious? This feels more like some secret code or something. It's actually rather simple. I've already figured out the culprit by using this. What? Kanade, you know who the culprit is?
Who is it?
Instead of outright telling you, let me explain through this dying message.
Okay,
We
thank you.
don't know what it means.
Miss Kanade, we are inclined to hear your explanation.
Of course.
Kokoro's hands were
Once
cut
you
off after
learn
she
the
died?
identity of the killer, the method should come naturally. Now,
You know,
while
I
these
don't know enough
initially
about
look like
frozen
a
bodies
random
and blood
series
to
of
like be like,
icicles,
oh, but would
the
it?
important thing to note
lead?
is that there are exactly 8 of them.
I don't know. Okay, hold on. Yes, 8.
Furthermore, the letters F and O have been carved into each end of them. 6 of them stand separately, but like Nikkei pointed out, one has penetrated another, conjoining the two. And that specific icicle is different from the others. Instead of O, it has the letter I carved into
FOI.
it. Okay. So...
Yeah, no,
F
I'm
stands
one.
for
I'm.
female. There are 8 icicles and 8 of us. O stands for others.
Why would you not put M or?
So I literally stands for I, as in myself?
No, that seems dumb.
Yup. I guess you aren't as stupid as you look, Yuki. With the rest
Thanks.
all having O on them, one of the remaining 7 can be seen penetrating I.
Right? And you know, she's an I would not look like a letter if you know. I mean, I guess maybe in Japanese it looks more. Yeah. If I saw an I in English scratch or something, I would assume just it's a scratch. I would not assume anything whatsoever from it.
Considering that it was Kokoro who made this, I would represent herself, meaning we can interpret this message to mean one of the 7 girls killed me.
But you had time to do all that. I would just literally just write out a name.
Whoa, so the culprit is a female?
Alright, so we know their gender. So what? This alone doesn't pinpoint the culprit at all. It just tells us that the killer is a girl.
Well, if you'd let me finish, Nikkei, I was about to say we can take one step further to deduce the killer's identity.
God, she found
as
out
well.
so much from this icicles.
What do you mean?
Look carefully at the icicles. It's easy to overlook, but the O icicle that penetrated the I icicle is significantly
Yes,
longer
but she
than
knows
the
we're
other
all
ones.
dumb though, so that's a big issue. If you make it too smart, where none of us can figure it out because we're all idiots and she's the smart one who died, it's nothing. It means nothing. But I guess Kanade's figuring it out somehow.
Uh-oh. But didn't we just deduce that these icicles were us girls? If one's taller than the rest,
Hey,
wouldn't
I mentioned
it
Emma
make
was
sense
taller.
for their length to be analogous to our heights?
Yeah, I guess the killer could have just scratched it out.
I don't even know what that word means.
One moment, Miss Kanade. Are you proposing that the tallest female present is our killer?
Huh? That's the solution to the dying message? But that would mean she's the culprit.
It can only be you. The tallest out of the female students. That's Emma Magarobi. Are you the killer?
Emma's like, what?
What?
Yeah. Intermission. So now then? I don't know. I don't feel this is right. But I had Emma as dying this chapter, so Emma, you kind of have to do the murder, okay?
Emma. The person that the dying message is referring to, it has to be you. What?
Oh right, she's an actress. I forgot. I don't know why I forgot the, the very obvious thing.
Huh? Sora, have you forgotten who Emma is? Why would she, of all people, kill Kokoro?
I don't know exactly. I just solved the dying message just like Kanade told me to. If the tallest person out of the girls is the culprit, then that would be Emma, right?
Yeah, but still.
Sora, how could you?
Because I'm not your defense attorney, I'm Yoruko's.
Losing Kokoro was painful enough. Yet I'm desperately trying to find our killer.
Oh no. I think actually this is right. I think it is her. That's actress crying tears.
And you have the nerve to say I killed her? That's crossing the line. If this is some sick and twisted joke, let me make it clear to you that I'm not laughing.
Rah-rah, even if the dying message coincides with M's height, don't you think this is a bit... I mean, it was no secret M regarded Coco as her best friend. You saw how upset she was when we found her body.
Yeah. Sorry, Sora, but I can't get behind that. This feels more coincidental than incriminating.
Maybe our interpretation of the dying message was just wrong?
Seriously? Are you all really that stupid?
Whoa! Dial down the aggression a bit, huh?
Also,
My
Shobai,
interpretation
speak up a bit.
is 100% accurate.
I think he's been asleep this whole time.
Didn't I just say that once we determine the culprit's identity, the rest falls into place? Trust me, if you assume Emma's the killer, this case becomes much simpler.
Kanade, I know you think you're helping, but I assure you
Yeah, come on, Kanade. You're being mean to Emmy. There's no way that Emmy would ever...
Sister? How about shutting the hell up while I'm
Okay. I really like the sprite of her. The hydrogen constantly firing off the surface of the sun doesn't gaslight this much. Damn.
If you don't plan on being useful, be a good sister and stay out the way, okay?
Emma and Margot Robbie is the reference to Emma Watson and Margot Robbie. It comes into play a little later. Nice.
Kanade?
Oh, it seems to me that Miss Kanade has already solved the case.
I don't know. Are we sure about that? Looks to me like Miss Little Sis is getting a bit deluded.
Oh my god. She's breaking. She's breaking.
Deluded? Oh, you poor naive chump.
Kanade? What's wrong?
Oh, Sora.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
You alone believed my reasoning, right? Since these gaggle of imbeciles can't tell the difference between their asses from their elbows, why don't you try figuring out how Emma did all this?
I really like her. Okay. I kind of really like her now. If she kind of stays in this evil form, like, this is great.
If you're lost,
Evil
I
tiny
can give you a
people.
hint. Emma's talent. Her ultimate talent is the key to this.
Emma's talent? While I hate to admit it, Kanade's logic has been sound so far. I guess I've got no choice but to entertain her theory. She said that the method will become clear once we determine the killer's identity. So what is it about Emma that would answer all these questions? I need to focus. Logicraft. What's Logicraft again? Oh, I'm sorry. What is this? You must strain the entangled thoughts inside your brain. Press and hold Z to move up. Okay, let go to move down. Oh, okay. Ring. Don't climb to them. Okay, got it, got it, got it. Especially don't hit a red block. Okay, so if you reach the end of the stage, you'll be given a question with 3 answers. Oh, Ultimate Actress. Got it. Yeah, I was like, I had to read a bit, I had to read this part. Got it. And our VA does an incredible job as part of the dub. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. So. Wait. Why am I not? Oh, up and down, not Z. This little sword, a little spaceship. I love it. I think Hajime's logic dive is still my favorite of these. Just because he's snowboarding. It's silly. Like, I know Shuichi's is silly too, but just stopping to go snowboarding in your head. It's the funniest thing in the world to me. What is Emma Magarobi's ultimate talent? Oh, how did I move forward again? Oh, I don't do anything. Success! Whee! Yeah, no, this... I really love they put all these little mini games in here, though. This is amazing. Do. What does the ultimate actress do? She lies. Act. She eat hot chip and lie. So you're saying she doesn't really love Kokoro, which is sad. Kokoro died thinking she had a friend. Well, at least she didn't die thinking that. She probably realized that she was getting murdered. Like, hey, you're not really my friend at all, are ya? Do. Alright. If the ultimate actress is a culprit, what would allow her to do? Oh, disguise as another person? Wait. So she had the wig, but... Who was she disguised? She was disguised as... Yuri died and now Sora just stole his talent.
It all makes sense.
Okay, I really like that minigame.
Emma's talent. With the talent of Ultimate Actress, wouldn't it be possible for her to act as someone else?
What do you mean?
Up until now, we'd written up this case as impossible, with no way of entering Kokoro's room and each of us
Right,
having
I love
alibis
it.
for that period of time. However, one person did have access, Kokoro herself. But what if the Kokoro we met was in fact not the actual Kokoro?
Oh. You know? I wasn't even thinking about this way whatsoever.
What?
What if Emma was disguised as Kokoro? And if the real Kokoro was already dead, then suddenly the murder becomes much more possible.
That's...
Yeah.
You mean the Kokoro we've been meeting with all this time was actually Emma? But...
Sora, first you besmirch my friendship. Now you wish to besmirch my talent, too.
How did you shrink? Ultimate actress or not?
No, it's not.
What's your deal? Why are you suddenly hell-bent on making me this evil psychopath?
Calm down, Em. I know how you feel, but...
Calm down? I just lost my best friend, and yet Sora thinks it's okay to suggest I was the one who killed her? No, I think I'm entitled to feel a little betrayed. All I want is to let Kokoro rest in peace.
No, this is bad acting, ma'am.
No, I didn't mean to.
Sora, don't you think you're going a bit too
No,
far with this?
let's make her cry.
Yeah, I honestly can't see Emma killing Kokoro. It just wouldn't make any sense.
Sure.
Let's retrace our steps and go back over what we know. Maybe Kanade made a mistake somewhere. Me?
Made a mistake?
Okay, never mind. I lied. This is my new favorite sprite. This one. This is gonna be on the thumbnail next stream. I love this.
What a disappointment.
And that.
I never expected you all to share a single-digit IQ like my sister. To think I could easily die if you half-wits vote wrong. Disgusting.
Oh my god. I like her a lot.
You! How dare! Strange. I could have sworn I told you to be quiet, Hibiki. Let Kanade do all the work and solve this case. Can you not even understand something
really
as
like Okichi's
simple
right.
as that?
Yeah.
Always so useless. Can't do anything yourself. Always relying on me to clean up your shit. You should know your place by now.
Kanade! Why? You're so scary.
Okay.
Ignoring the nightmare fuel for a second, I also kind of think it's unfair to accuse Emma as a killer just because some icicles in her love of acting.
No.
Oh yeah, you definitely can see the Kokichi influence on there.
I'll believe Kanade and Sora's reasoning.
Oh, me too, me too! That speech was so moving it lit a fire within my heart.
Too much. This is all too much.
Oh ho! Simmer down, everyone, simmer down. The class trial room is a sacred place where the only permitted battles are ones of wit. Thus, any conflict must be resolved through a formal
Oh, we gotta do the
debate.
thing. The Scrum debate. Scrum debate. Let's do it. I don't want to suspect Emma, but this case cannot be solved unless Kanade is right. First things first. I need to listen to everyone's arguments and find the holes in their logic. Scrum debate. Let's do it. Opinion. Hey, Yuki's on our side. Alright, let's go! Is it possible to disguise as Kokoro? We don't have a lot of people on our side.
We were always together, so I had no time to disguise.
Kanade, if you all hear my reasoning, then you'll understand why she had to use a disguise.
No? Oh, darn.
Im's the killer. There's no need for something as complex as a disguise.
No! I want to use it! No!
The Kokoro we met was definitely the real Kokoro. Wouldn't it be tough to act like somebody else so perfectly?
Act! No! God damn it, no!
Act is her ultimate talent, isn't it?
Kokoro and Emma have different heights.
Heights!
This one's
Heights!
mine. Kokoro
Heights!
didn't get out of bed. We had no chance of checking her height.
Yay, we got one.
Even so, this case isn't closed without a way to.
Mikado!
The way to enter a room may exist, just yet to be discovered.
We got us on our side. Wow, okay, I sucked at that one. Okay.
We were always together.
Together,
so I had
together.
no time to disguise myself.
Always, always!
Kanade, how can you say always when you weren't with us the whole 24 hours?
Yeah!
If Im's the killer, there's no need.
Kanade, if you all hear my reasoning, then you'll understand why she had to use a disguise.
Cool.
The Kokoro we met was definitely the real Kokoro. Wouldn't it be?
This one's mine! To act is her ultimate talent, isn't it?
Even if she had perfectly imitated the appearance. Yuki!
We couldn't even hear Kokoro's voice.
That's
thanks
right,
to the
we
disease.
weren't hearing her voice.
It's not a problem.
Kokoro and Emma have different heights. Wouldn't it be?
This one's mine! Kokoro didn't get out of bed. We had no chance of checking her height.
Even so,
Mikado!
The way to
Yeah,
enter a
we
room
did
may
it.
exist, just
Can
yet
I
to be
just do all
discovered.
6 of reading for you? Oh, right. C-A... No!
This is our answer!
I gotta be. That's close enough. Save.
Wait. We're just going in circles here. We won't make any progress like this.
Oh, people. I never expected you to be this cruel, Sora.
Emma, stop this.
Why are we even still discussing this? If my reasoning's sound, which it is, mind you, it becomes pretty obvious that Emma's tears are about as real as her fake-ass accent.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna go somewhere else, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Kana! I know you're confident in your reasoning, but there's no need to be so rude.
Okay, fine. It doesn't seem like they're going to drop the topic, so I'll play along for now. Let's assume that the disguise is possible. So what? It doesn't matter how much one looks like another. Without a means of getting inside her room, Kanade's reasoning becomes entirely nonsensical.
Girl's got a point. Only Kokoro could get inside her own room. Each dorm door could only be opened by its respective owner. That crafty crow created a contraption that not even the craziest of characters could coerce completely, correct?
No alliteration. It's like, I gotta read this next episode because it's not dubbed.
I'm pretty sure we were all told that back when this game started.
Right? I was like, where are we going? Where are we going? The CG of Kokoro on her bed was a hint. The eye shape is still Emma. Emma's sharp eyes, of Kokoro has rounded eyes. Emma probably used different eye contacts to match Kokoro's. Oh, and we got the contacts from the Halloween thing, because we made a deal about there was contacts in there, huh?
Yeah. Right now, we still haven't overcome the biggest obstacle of getting into her room.
Well, the killer had to have entered her room at least once before murdering her.
There were only 3 chances for us to enter her room.
You mean during the meal deliveries, right?
Do you see now? The notion of a disguise has caused our discussions to become circular. Ergo, it might behoove us to disregard it.
What are you talking about, everyone? We definitely had the chance. Why? It was when we entered Kokoro's room without her permission, of course.
You mean we entered her room without asking her permission?
Once again, Kanade seems to be one step ahead of us. Let's see where she's going with this. Yeah, I'm like, what? Kokoro's handbook. Yeah, that feels about right.
When do you mean we entered Kokoro's room without her permission?
Oh, when Monica listened.
Forgotten. After our performance.
Oh yeah, that too.
When she suddenly collapsed. In order to gain admittance, we used her e-handbook plus to open the door.
Right. And we needed her fingerprints to unlock said e-handbook plus for it to work.
Yeah?
But Kokoro was still alive at that point. So what if we went inside?
What if somebody took advantage of the confusion and stole her e-handbook plus once inside?
Okay.
And what if they left the room with her e-handbook plus?
Did they? Nope. Oh, I missed.
No, that's wrong! Hold on, Kanade. We can't know that for sure yet.
Excuse me?
I'll admit, it's true that if somebody had stolen Kokoro's e-handbook plus, they could have entered the room.
I like that we say plus. You know, just to make sure we know.
That is, unless the auto power saving function was on.
Auto power saving function?
You mean the function that automatically turns off the e-handbook plus after it's left alone for a certain amount of time?
Even if somebody stole Kokoro's e-handbook plus, like Kanade suggests.
It sounds like an advertisement. I was like, oh yes, and then their e-handbook plus.
If the e-handbook plus ever turned off, it'd be impossible to turn it back on again without Kokoro's input.
Couldn't the culprit have just kept touching it to ensure it never turned off?
That isn't possible. While you may be able to use the e-handbook pluses of your fellow students for mundane means, the auto power saving function shares the same recognition algorithm with turning your e-handbook plus on, which, as you all know, only reacts to the owner's fingerprints.
You're just spouting long words that I don't understand!
Shinji, what was the long word there? Fingerprint?
Essentially, the e-handbook plus would power down unless Koko herself was touching it.
It's as everyone else says, Kanade. Without knowing that fact for certain, we cannot continue with your line of reasoning.
Oh, I like her.
Everyone, this may sound sudden, but can I ask you all something?
What is it now?
Iroha has continually insisted that Kokoro was killed by the Yukiona's curse, right?
Yes. So?
And what was it that made you think it was the curse?
Because Yukiona is known to freeze the one she hates and take their hands and feet. And that's what happened to Kokoro, right?
That's right. Iroha came to that conclusion specifically because Kokoro's corpse was missing her hands and feet. Of course, she was also dumb enough to believe it was actually a curse to kill her, but...
Who says I'm dumb?
Oh no, honey. You're a good artist. Just stick with that.
And just why are you bringing this up? You're not actually going to tell me you believe it was the curse too, are you?
Hardly. But it begs the question, doesn't it? If it wasn't the curse, Then why did the killer choose such a cumbersome method of murdering? To try and scare everyone? Wrong again, Hibiki. Please think before you talk. This is obviously a copycat crime. To give off the impression it was the curse.
Again, listen to true crime podcasts.
When in actuality, the killer had a specific reason to do this.
A copycat crime? What's that?
It's exactly how it sounds. The case was specifically set up to imitate a past crime. Kanade suggesting Kokuro's death was carried out in a way that mimics the legend of Yuki-onna.
But why would the killer do that?
It's obvious. It was to cover up the trick of this locked room murder. As Sora and Mikado have proven, Kokuro's e-handbook plus would only have responded to her own fingerprints, no matter how hard they tried. The built-in algorithms would have prevented the culprit from turning the e-handbook plus back on. So, what if the killer had Kokuro's fingerprints?
I see. That must have been the reason why the killer did that to Kokoro. That evidence you found near Kokoro's body. That was nothing like the Yuki-onna's curse. That was a bloodstain, yeah? No, wait. Oh no. That's... That last statement trigger always feels weird to me since the answer is obvious. Oh wait. Dry ice then. Yeah? No.
Shoot!
The evidence we found near the body. Is it really just severed limbs?
Got it.
Oh, okay.
You think they cut them off? The killer cut off Kokoro's hands so they could easily have access to her fingerprints.
I felt like we noticed that.
Could explain it, though. We all just thought it resembled elements of the Yuki-onna's curse, while in actuality, the culprit did it to get her fingerprints.
Hold on. You're seriously insinuating the killer carried around a severed hand just to turn on the e-handbook plus? How could such a feat be remotely possible? Not only would they have to hide it, but they'd also have to consider the blood on
Okay,
the
now we
snow.
have the dried ice. Got it, got it.
Not to mention, if they just wanted her fingerprints, why did they also cut her feet off?
To distract us.
Who
That's
said
a red
they carried
herring.
all her hands and feet. All they needed was her fingerprint. A fingertip would have sufficed. Then why did they cut them all off?
So we wouldn't notice and think
Because
about
if
it.
she was only missing one finger, it would have been much easier to infer that they were after a fingerprint. Besides, we only know the state of Coco's body post-discovery. It's possible the killer only carried a fingertip, then cut the rest off not long before we found her body to throw us off. That's what you wanted to say, right, Kana?
Took you all long enough? Yes, that's exactly what I'm suggesting.
It's a theory, nothing more. There's no evidence suggesting such, nor would someone do such a laborious task just for one fingertip.
No, there is evidence. At the time of the body discovery, Kokoro's body had just begun to melt and bleed, but there was also a dry blood stain on the bed. At the time, it didn't make sense.
If Emma's the culprit, do you also think Emma's a void? I don't think she's a void. One, I can see both her eyes. And two, I don't have her on my list, so I don't want her to be a void so I can at least get something right.
This is all moving so fast. What did the blood mean then?
It means she'd bled prior to us showing up. The dry bloodstain was left behind after the killer took her fingertip. Like Setsuka said, the imitation of the curse was nothing more than a red herring.
This second island had a great motif of Yuki-onna's tale. It makes sense the killer would use it to distract us all. Honestly, I tip my hat to you, dear killer.
So how about it? Are we now willing to agree it was possible to enter the room?
Well, it certainly does explain how Emma could have entered Kokoro's room while disguised as her.
Oh, but wait, there's more. On the night Kokoro collapsed, the last one to come out of
Oh,
her
right, the eye
room
contact, that's right.
Da, 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 da. Emma Magorobi. Okay, and?
If she was the last to leave, she could have stolen the e-handbook plus without being noticed by anyone else.
Emma, you didn't, did you?
It's just as Kanade said. By determining the killer first and then retracing our steps with the information that gave us, we've been able to solve what we couldn't before.
Okay, so if we combine what we just learned with what
Also,
we
we also gotta figure out the Yuki being here, because, you're not Yuki?
The killer swept her E-Handbook Plus while we were placing her in her room. Then, after everyone went to bed, they rushed back to Kokoro's room before the E-Handbook Plus switched off.
Oh, it could be like a Togami situation. You're not really Yuki, you're the ultimate imposter. Or Sumugi, ultimate cosplayer, or something.
It's possible that the real and fake Kokoro were swapped then too. And then, to make sure that they had free reign to her E-Handbook Plus, they cut her finger off and locked her in the refrigerator.
Oh, and that ties into the refrigerator trick we discussed.
How splendid. By working together, we've solved all the questions from earlier. Access to the locked room, the time needed to freeze the body, and the alibi issue.
1 moment. Are we forgetting something?
That you're a
The
murderer?
school rules specifically state that losing your eHandbook Plus is prohibited.
Losing, not it being stolen.
If what you're suggesting is true, surely Kokoro would have been punished for losing hers, would she not?
Not really. Stealing it and losing it are two very different things.
Yep.
And besides, school rules tend to make an exception for murder.
Seriously? That's a thing?
Oh, she's right. Monokuma said so when we tried opening Kokoro's door, right before we discovered the body.
Yeah. Flashbacks that we just skipped, because it wasn't that long ago.
On the topic of school rules, there was another one the killer violated for this case.
You mean the vandalism?
Wow, Yuki. There may be a brain in there after all.
Vandalism? Mind explaining for us, Yuki?
Don't you remember, Big Bro? The
Yeah,
day
Big
after
Bro.
the performance, you said you'd noticed that the museum's Yuki-onna statue had been broken.
Oh,
while
yeah.
out on the morning jog.
Oh yeah, we talked about vandalism then too.
But we all thought it was strange that Monokuma hadn't punished anyone for it, when in actuality...
Yup, it was part of the trick.
In order to help create the illusion of Yuki-ona's curse, the culprit destroyed the statue to make it seem as if it had awoken.
Well, that may be one reason, certainly.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, that always seems
Though
silly.
I
Like,
think the culprit had a
I
different
need better
idea in
answer.
mind. As you all know now, the crux of this case is the killer's disguise.
oh, to steal its outfit?
Makeup can be used to mask the skin color. Stealing their clothes.
Oh, to steal the
helps
wig,
with
to steal the wig.
appearance.
Got it.
But what about the hair?
She's right. The Kokoro we'd all met bore a remarkably strong resemblance to the real thing. So, how did she mimic her hair color? Ah, yes, I was wondering how that evidence would tie in, so perhaps now? The wig.
Got it. The dressing room. She took a wig from the dressing room inside the museum.
Right again. Well, yeah, there was loads of wigs in the dressing room. But none of them looked like Kokoro's hair, right?
Iroha, do you remember the costume party we held on the first night we arrived at the second island?
Hey, my thumbnail came in handy.
Party? Oh yeah, I remember.
And do you remember who helped style our hair at that time?
Huh? Oh, it was Emma. But wait, what does the wig have to do with the broken Yuki-onna statue?
The relationship between the wig and the broken statue. Maybe it's because of that. And that would be the item list, yeah?
Got it. It's probably because of the dressing room item list.
What's that?
Oh yeah, I saw that too. It's a list that details the amount of stock for each item in the dressing room. How many wigs there are, how many variations of clothing there are, things like that.
If the killer had taken a wig to disguise themselves as Kokono, then the numbering on the list wouldn't match the actual stock. So to cover that, they destroyed the statue and took the hair part to fill up the inventory.
Okay.
Whoa. They went to all that effort for just one wig? Who'd notice something as small as that?
Terrio would.
Given how crucial the disguise was to the plan, I imagine they must have been hyper-vigilant and paranoid about keeping it hidden at all costs. And as a matter of fact, their
But
meticulousness was not
was there
in vain.
a motive this chapter? Besides just voids?
A certain someone here took the time to memorize the whole list and cross-reference it with its stock every single day.
What? Who could be that perverted?
No, that was never my intent. I'm a merchant, remember?
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
A long time ago, I made a mistake in taking inventory, which resulted in something irreversible. I can't remember the details, but I swore to be thorough from then on. But even despite that, memorizing inventories is nothing new for me. As a merchant, I can't stand not knowing exact quantities of the stock.
Even with Teria making daily rounds, not even he noticed a wig disappearing.
At a glance, it looks like the killer was being overly paranoid, when in reality, doing exactly that was what stopped Teria from noticing discrepancy.
Right, he did. Thank you. Thank you.
The killer really was one step ahead of everyone.
The other tell
voids
was
are-
the small
are
amount
basically-
of rubble
got
from the
it.
statue in one of the wigs. That tiny detail is what led us down this path.
Because I don't think Emma's a void, but why would she murder then?
Still,
Besides just getting out to
we would
leave.
never have come up with the disguise idea without Kanade's help.
No, I was just able to look outside the box. That's all.
Well, well, well. It seems our killer has finally been unveiled.
Emma, you really?
Go crazy, Emma. Go crazy. Get angry.
Emma, if you really are the killer, then please, make this easy for us and confess now. I don't want to keep having to doubt you like this.
Are you truly that desperate to paint me as the killer?
I like this pride of you too.
You've insulted my
Oh no, but her eyes
friendship
covered up
with
now.
that girl. Used my ultimate talent
Is it gonna get
against
evil?
me and created this elaborate theory. And now you want me to confess to killing the closest friend I ever had. Have you not caused me enough pain already?
Emmy, don't cry.
I'd rather not believe any of this either.
It looks like they're going to hold hands.
But the more I hear and the longer this goes on, even I have to wonder about the legitimacy of those tears.
Well,
Right.
they don't call her the ultimate actress for nothing. Don't know about the intent, but those tears seem genuine to me.
They're also like they're holding hands.
This is all too much. Feels so useless.
If we vote an innocent person as the Black End, then everyone but the Black End is killed, right? Fine. Have it your way. Go ahead and sentence us all
Wow.
to death.
What do you mean?
I've already told you. I'm not the killer. Kanade and Sora may have crafted an elaborate theory, but like I said, I didn't do it. So if you vote me, we'll all die. Whoever did this is setting me up. The real killer. They want you to think I did it. Please, you have to believe me.
You're still acting innocent? Ugh, this is just pathetic at this point.
Everyone's very stressed, clearly. They're all holding hands.
evidence is pointed towards you.
Sora, you remember what you said, don't you? If Kokoro hadn't died, perhaps my sincerity would have attracted her into our party. Yes, I wanted to be her friend. She may have not reciprocated it, but I genuinely cared for her.
What if that's the
from
basis
the
of this?
bottom of my
She
heart.
just wanted to be your friend. Kokoro's like, no. And so Emma's like, okay. And then, like, murdered her. I don't know why that's so funny seeming.
I won't be able to face Kokoro in the afterlife.
Oh my god, Emma.
I let her killer get away.
Too much. Too much.
Wait! Could it be? Yes. I think I may have found the key that shall turn this case around. Please, give me one more chance. There's still time. Time to prove to you that I, Emma Magorobi, am not the killer. I beg of you, please believe me. Allow me to point out the contradiction in your reasoning.
Okay,
It's
let's
just
do
the
it.
one, mind you. One minor flaw in such lengthy reasoning, but this will prove my innocence, and with it, change your mind.
Okay, okay, hold on. Shh. Balcony is
So
something I
you're
haven't said
saying
yet.
that the culprit must have gotten Kokoro's e-handbook plus at the performance, right? With the e-handbook plus, the culprit must have finished their preparations and
Blah,
gotten
blah,
ready
blah,
for
blah,
the
blah, blah,
destination.
blah. Words.
According to you, it was during that night that the culprit went to the museum. There was lots to do, such as setting up the disguise and destroying the statue before morning time. But that night, I was there with all of you to hear the next announcement. Since the main gate had already been closed, I had no way to get out of the monocruise. Which means that I had
Oh, no!
such time to
No,
prepare the
no, I saw it. It was the monocruise one.
That
It was the monocruise.
is impossible. So you're saying that the culprit must have gotten Kokoro's e-handbook plus at the performance, right? With the e-handbook plus,
Okay, I saw it. Balcony.
and gotten ready for the impersonation. According to you, it was during that night that the culprit went to the museum. There was lots to do, such as setting up the disguise and destroying the statue before morning time. But that night, I was there with all of you to hear the nighttime announcement.
Nope, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and shoot it.
Had already been closed. I had
No,
no
shoot
way
it.
to-
There we go.
Pierce through
Haha.
those words.
We had to do it. Gatsky gatekeep girl boss guilt trip. Yeah. Save. I did good on that one. I'm very proud of me.
No, it's possible to get out of the monocruise after the door is locked at night.
What? Sora, are you just doing this for fun now? It is a proven fact that...
It was a proven fact. While it may have been impossible on the first island, things have changed since then, and you can now get out through the balcony on the 4th floor hallway.
Oh, that's right. The balcony's door was opened while we were sailing to this current island.
Oh yeah, so we had the cute little scene with you.
But the fourth floor of the monocruise is pretty high up, isn't it? If she jumped out at that height...
Then what if she didn't jump? What if she had a rope-like thing to climb down?
Oh, come off it, Yuki. Now you're just being ridiculous. Nobody went out through the balcony like that.
A rope-like thing? Didn't I hear a certain testimony about the balcony earlier? That was Shinji.
Got it. Excuse me, Shinji?
Yeah, Emma, there's no getting out of this.
Why do you need me all of a sudden?
You remember telling me that morning how you thought you saw something on the side of the balcony while on your morning jog?
Oh, you mean that?
It's like, come on, Shinji, it's your chance to help.
Yeah, I think I saw something like a big, long cloth being rolled up.
Well, Emma, unless you're prepared to call Shinji a liar, wouldn't you say this proves someone could escape through the balcony at night? Sure, it would only be a one-way trip, but Hajime already proved it's possible to sneak back inside the Mono Crew. As long as the killer snuck back inside the moment the cruise doors reopened, they wouldn't be noticed, allowing them to achieve a perfect crime.
Perhaps what Big Bro saw was the killer quickly retrieving the rope-like thing upon their return.
Seriously? That's just a hypothesis. You can't stake your claim like that.
Yeah, but you did it.
But Shinji said he saw it that same day, didn't he? Yep. That sounds like a plausible means of escape to me. Wow. So many pieces pointing at Emma.
It'd actually be really funny if it wasn't Emma.
Surely even you must realize that this goes a bit beyond a series of coincidences, correct? Emma, did you really? No way. So Emmy really did.
To sum up, the killer could enter Kokoro's room freely from that morning, so we had no choice but to recognize the disguised Kokoro as the real thing. And that was what made us believe that the case was a locked room murder when she unexplainably died.
If you're not satisfied yet, allow me to point out another reason to doubt Emma.
Yes,
Since the
Kanade, help
performance,
us.
She's made quite a scene about having lost her appetite. She hasn't finished a meal since that day. Why do you think that may be?
Because if she's the killer, she'd have to act as Coco. She requested to have food delivered to her room 3 times a day. As a result, Coco would have to be in her room during those periods. However, in order to not raise suspicion, Em herself needed to join us for meals.
You know, I didn't notice any of this, so
So she came up with an excuse to leave the dining hall as soon as
I
possible.
would not do good in this
and set up the
in real
disguise.
life.
Come
Hey,
to
welcome
think of it,
back.
That would also explain why she gave such specific times for food to be delivered. At the time, we all just assumed it was part of Kokoro's meticulous nature, but that too was a ploy from the disguised killer. By setting such precise times, she could decrease the risk of an unexpected situation.
Emma, you're so smart.
You really are all going to doubt me until the very end.
Yeah, totally not the killer. This is clearly somebody else. Uh-huh.
even despite overlooking a crucial detail.
What?
We've accommodated for every detail and covered all evidence. So please shut your mouth and stop putting up this pitiful defense.
No, this detail is yet to be accounted for. I even mentioned it earlier. Allow me to illustrate the final point on why it was completely impossible for me to disguise myself as Kokoro.
Okay, why? Let's do it! What do I got? Also, Shobai has yet to say a single word. Bloodstain? Yuki's- oh my god,
So
wait.
you're saying I disguised myself as Kokoro?
Yeah.
That's utterly impossible.
Why?
I'm an actress, not a voice actor. I couldn't mimic her voice.
Well, no, hold on.
Are you also going to ignore the height discrepancy?
What was Yuki's account?
I'm over 20 centimeters taller than her. It'd be obvious that it wasn't the real Kokoro. Of course, the two inconsistencies could be explained by the disease.
Okay, yeah.
But would I really be able to impersonate her if it weren't for the said disease? Remember, she was diagnosed the morning after the performance.
Yuki, what did Yuki say?
The culprit would have had to prepare the disguise the night before. How would the culprit have known about Kokoro's condition in advance?
To try.
Or without it? There was no other way to overcome the difference in height and voice. She had a rare endemic disease. How could you possibly suggest the culprit would have been predicting something like that?
No. It's a disease
Unless
thing.
The
The disease thing's wrong.
Omniscient God. I'm putting.
Okay, hold on.
That's utterly impossible. I'm an actress. Are you
Skeeb.
also going to? I'm over 20. Of course, but would I really remember? The culprit would have had. How would the culprit for without it? She had a rare endemic disease.
Nope, wasn't
How
dry
could you
eye?
possibly suggest the culprit would have been
Not
predicting
Yuki's
something
account?
like that? Unless the culprit was some
okay.
omniscient God.
Hold on.
I'm putting an end to this disguise theory.
Should I bloodstain? That's the only thing I didn't click, right?
So you're saying I disguised myself as Kokoro? Of course, the two inconsistent. How would the culprit
God, I love
for
the skip
without it?
button.
She had a rare endemic disease.
I knew. Oh. Oh, okay, hold on. That wasn't it.
So you're saying I disguised myself as Kokoro?
Yuki,
That's utterly impossible.
what did you say?
I'm an actress, not a voice actor. I couldn't mimic her voice. Are you also going to ignore that I'm over 20 centimeters taller than her? Of course, the two inconsistencies could be explained. But would I really be able to impersonate her if it weren't for the said disease? Remember, she was diagnosed the morning after the performance.
You can't go against our truths.
The culprit would have had to prepare the. How would the culprit have known before without it? She had a rare endemic disease.
No, that's wrong!
Okay, it was literally the one thing. They were just missing? Okay. I was like, I swear it was... Save. Shobai, wake up! Wake up and say something!
Wait, Emma, stop. What was that about an endemic disease?
Huh? What about it?
That's weird. Those who weren't with us at Shobai's examination shouldn't have known that Kokoro was specifically suffering from an endemic disease.
Those who weren't with us?
Everyone
Yeah, what?
except me, Ra, Yuko, and you. Excluding Dr. Shobai and patient Coco, of course.
You weren't there, Emma. So do you mind telling us how you knew it was an endemic disease?
What are you talking about? You mentioned the disease in the dining hall, right?
No. We only said that the disease was a rare one, not an endemic one.
Wow. That's what you get for being smart, Emma.
Not to worry, Emma. I'm sure you've heard it somewhere. Perhaps in Kokoro's bed as that very patient.
Alright, as soon as you get starting, I will.
Slip of the
I'll
tongue
mute
so
then.
far in. Don't look now, but I think someone needs to fix their makeup. Is that sweat I see?
Oh dear. You can't take it back now.
Well now, hang on. Let me clarify I was speaking hypothetically.
No,
She might
no.
have been suffering from an endemic disease.
What? Seriously?
You see, given the tropical nature of the islands we've been trapped on,
Yeah, I wasn't studying Emma in disguise
I might
either, like...
instantly assumed it was an endemic disease. I
I
suppose
was
that was
not
my
thinking
fault
it
for
was
assuming.
Emma this whole time,
But
like
you
we
really
were
cannot
talking
convict me
to,
for a
or
misunderstanding.
in the bed.
Oh, come on! I work in journalism, and even I have to admit that's reaching.
Assumptions or otherwise, aren't you ignoring the obvious? The issue isn't about the type of disease. It's about how I knew of it in advance. According to your theory, anyway.
It's a fair point. To fit with the timeline, the culprit would have been preparing the disguise long before Kokoro's diagnosis, and had Kokoro not fallen ill, the plan wouldn't have worked. There's no way someone could have predicted that.
Do you understand now? With this, the entire disguise theory falls apart.
Ah, yes, the infamous
Yeah,
disease.
it's not a disease.
Let's
We know
talk
this,
about
right?
that, since Emma seems so fixated on it. And she is the ultimate actress. What if this disease was also another part of her act?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
She got poisoned,
Even if
paralyzed.
Emma was disguised as Kokoro, wasn't Shobai the one who diagnosed her disease? Oh, is that true? Then let's ask the man himself. The good doctor has been awfully
Yeah,
quiet
hasn't
throughout this
said a
trial.
word.
Oh, he's still here? I thought that was just a cardboard cutout. Yoo-hoo! Anybody in there?
I'm busy right now. Can I ignore you later? Some of us are actually getting on with more important shit. I'm running some numbers through my head. Got more than 20 business deals I need to take care of, since I'm stuck wasting my life on this rock.
This guy isn't real. Does he even realize how important this trial is?
Shobai, I'm sorry to bother you, but we need to ask you something.
Now what? You guys have already figured out the killer, right? Hurry up and get to the voting already. At this point, you're just dragging things out. Nobody with a functioning brain is interested in this anymore.
We're not voting until we've cleared up every shred of doubt. So stop whining and let me ask my question.
Yeah, Sora, tell him.
Before the investigation had even concluded, you claimed to have solved the crime. Remember? You deduced the killer almost immediately, noting that they had made a huge mistake.
He said that?
Shobai, this concerns you as much
I mean,
as
what
it concerns
Emma
us.
says, she's
Was
per
your
angel.
examination genuine?
No, I
Look,
might be a
you
piece
get
of
all her
work,
money in the
but as a
will,
broker,
right?
I take great pride in what I do. And that includes what the job stands for. That checkup wasn't a favor. I was hired to do it. It was business.
Oh, wait, what?
What are you trying to say?
Client confidentiality, kid. Never disclose any details about the client or the deal. As a broker, that's my #1 rule.
But this is a class trial! Are you really
So,
gonna stick to that Creek crap when
Emma
your life
paid
is
him?
at stake?
Emma paid him to do this?
Of course not. Nothing's more important to me than my own life. But that doesn't change... screw it. I'm technically not breaking that rule by coming clean here. My client was Kokoro Mitsume,
Oh.
a woman who's now legally dead. And I ain't got no problem with snitching on a corpse.
Shobai, wait!
Kokoro Mitsume came to me with a request. The details are as follows. I
Okay.
was attacked by a void.
Oh, okay.
I
Emma!
want to expose the void who attacked me, so please make a fraudulent examination for my safety.
Oh, what's... Oh.
Finally, deliver said fraudulent examination to anyone who asks. And that's it.
I said wait!
What? So, Kokoro really was never sick at all?
That's the big question, isn't it? After all, we now know that request was not made by the real Kokoro in the first place.
Okay, okay. So it was Emma. It makes sense.
You said that you knew who the killer was, Shobai. Were you able to infer that from the request alone?
Yeah, there was a lot that wasn't adding up. Since I take pride in my client confidentiality, she could have easily spoken to me normally, when it was just us two. And yet, she still insisted on using her iPad to communicate.
Yeah, I'm in disguise. Okay. Took me a second out of there. I'm like, wait a second.
That ain't all, though. Emma Magarobi said something strange, too. Right after Kokoro Mitsume collapsed and you'd all gathered around her, she specifically said that her body was scorching hot. Why did she say so when Kokoro Mitsume was attacked by the void and not suffering a disease?
Maybe she got burnt with wounds. If you think about it, everything we did was based on Emma saying she had a fever. After taking her to the room, we only gave her medicine and placed a wet towel on her forehead, which you'd only do if she was ill, not wounded. Well, well, well. It seems Emma had already begun baiting us. Starting small with a fever, making us believe she's sick, than having Shobai's phony diagnosis as the nail in the coffin.
And of course,
No,
none of us
Emma,
ever
you
remotely
void?
considered the possibility of the disease being fabricated.
Wow. Just wow. I wasn't even there and that story sounds suspicious. A healthy person suddenly gets paralyzed by an unknown endemic disease? Seriously, guys?
Despair
I
disease is a
expected
thing,
more.
okay?
I see.
Of course we believe it for a
She
second.
carefully selected her words to make a subtle shift from healthy to unhealthy. That way, the diagnosis came as less of a shock. But ironically, that was what tipped Shobai off.
What do you mean?
The two statements directly contradicted each other. Emma Magarobi said it was a fever. Kokoro Mitsume said it was an attack. Granted, the disguise fooled even me.
I
at
was
the
a killer. I
time.
paid Mikado to bring Kokoro.
But as soon as the body showed up,
It was you
all
in
fell into
disguise.
place. It was Emma Magarobi in the dorm room with the disguise. Final answer.
We just wasted hours going back and forth, old man. Why didn't you say this earlier?
I told you, I live by my own moral code, shorty. But since you guys have pretty much done the elbow work, and my client is legally dead, I figured I'd come clean. So there you have it. Your last shred of doubt, all cleared up.
Thanks, I guess.
That's checkmate, Emma. No encore for you.
No, wait a minute. You must understand. I'm not the killer.
I'm sorry, Em, but I think you're the only one who believes that now.
Even I didn't want to believe Kanade
Just see all the other Void members real quick before you die.
My reasoning is perfect. There's no room for doubt.
No, we're not done yet. We haven't discussed how the killer dealt with the body. I was outside of the room when the body was discovered, so I couldn't have anything to do with it.
Seriously, Emma? You could do that treatment in the morning. Once you were done with your disguise,
You did this
there'd
all
be
for
no
Emma.
need to open, so you could do your job whether somebody else visited or not.
By job, you mean the final step, yeah?
That's right. Take the frozen Kokoro out of the
You still believe it?
refrigerator and cut off every hand and foot to hide the severed fingertip.
See, it was actually Tsumugi dressed as Emma, dressed as Kokoro. As the ultimate, you know. She did the murder.
If I did
Emma's
that,
innocent.
then the room would have been full of blood, wouldn't it? And yet, there was no such trace.
Have you already forgotten her body was completely frozen? There'd be no risk of blood being spilt anywhere. At most, the flesh would have been disturbed. I'm gonna be sick! Once that was all done, all you needed to do was return the refrigerator dividers back to their original position, then slap a liquid nitrogen labeled drum down as a distraction. Finally, get out of the room and mission accomplished.
Kanade, I don't have you dead until chapter 5. Can you, like, not seem so, like,
Hang on.
gonna do stuff
that
the
doesn't
next
make
chapter?
sense. Kokoro was frozen by the instant freeze mode of the refrigerator, wasn't she? Not by the liquid nitrogen. Regardless of how long you freeze something, expose it to room temperature for a few hours, and it
Emma
melts
did
on
nothing
you.
wrong. You're actually married to Tsumugi?
I do recall seeing some blood emanating from Miss Mitsume's severed limbs.
Yeah, barely. If it was melting normally, we should have seen a lot more.
Nikkei's right. Her body was melting at an abnormally slow pace. Perhaps it's because the killer used that thing to keep the body cool. Okay, now the dry ice. I was wondering when we were gonna get to this.
Nikkei, that's because the killer used dry ice.
Dry ice?
When the body was first discovered, the room was unusually cold and covered in a thick mist. At first we believed it was the liquid nitrogen, but it was actually dry ice. We found a bag of it at the crime scene.
She maintains the temperature with dry ice in order to prevent the frozen body from melting.
How about it, Emma? Finally ready to give in?
Emma, you did so many things here.
What did I ever do to deserve this?
You spoiled the movies for me. That's what you did.
I just wanted Kokoro. These are all just coincidences. I didn't kill her. I swear to you.
Em,
Someone shut her up already. Give it a rest, woman. You lost.
You believe me, don't you? I could never kill Kokoro. Please convince them for me. We're all walking into a trap.
It's hard to suspect Emma when she's crying like this. But all the evidence is indicating Emma is the culprit. It's just an act. Another performance from the ultimate actress. I'm sorry, Emma, but the show's over. Let's present the final evidence and end this trial for good. dare you make my wife cry? Oh my god, the Harley Quinn outfit!
So cruel. You're all so cruel. How did it come to this? You better back off. Why won't you believe me? We're all going to die. Thought we were friends. I'm innocent. Hear me out. You accuse me of such a thing. You're all so cruel. I'm innocent. Hear me out. Won't you believe
I love that little Harley Quinn
accuse me
outfit!
of such a thing. I'm going to die. Thought we were friends. So cruel. You're all so cruel. Accuse me of such a thing.
Oh wait, I'll also be shooting one of them.
Why won't you believe me?
Not the grimace, right?
Going to die. Thought we
No,
were
shoot
friends.
those.
I'm innocent. Hear me out. You accuse me of such a thing. It can't end like this. You must.
Black I don't shoot, black I don't
I'm
shoot.
innocent. Hear me out. Won't you believe me? How could you accuse me of such a thing? I'm going to die. Thought we were friends. It can't end like this. How could you accuse me of such a thing? You must reconsider. You better back off. How did it come to this? Is this the end? I thought we were friends. I'm innocent. Hear me out. You accuse me of such a thing. You're all so come to this. I'm innocent. Hear me out. Won't you believe me? How could you accuse me of such a thing? I'm going to die. Thought we were friends. So cruel. You're all so cruel. Accuse me of such a thing.
Okay, okay.
I'm
what?
innocent.
Oh my gosh, right.
Hear
Still
me
going.
out. I thought we were friends. We're all going to die. Is this the end? So
yeah,
cruel.
yeah.
You're all so cruel. I'm innocent. Hear me out. Friends. We're all going to die. Thought we were friends. So cruel. I'm innocent. Why won't you believe me? We're all going to die. I'm innocent. Why won't you believe me? I'm innocent. Hear me out.
Like,
you must reconsider.
Like, what do you think like is happening in the trial right now? Do you think like, you know, she's saying things and we're literally just shooting at her?
So cruel. You're all so cruel.
We're just like, nah, 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 the whole time.
Thought we were friends. So cruel. You're all so cruel. Why won't you believe me? We're all going
Oh my god.
to die.
Emma, Emma.
Like this. Is this the end? I'm
You're making me,
innocent.
this is
Hear me out. You must reconsider. I'm innocent. Why won't you believe me? I thought we were friends. We're all going to die. Is this the end? So cruel. You're all so cruel. I'm innocent. Hear me out. Friends. We're all going to die. Thought we were friends. You.
double
You
triple
better
time.
back off. How could you accuse
Oh.
me of such a thing?
Chart, look at chat for a second. I forgot this one's fast.
You must so cruel. Is this the end? You must reconsider. You better back off. How could you accuse me of such a thing? Consider that we were friends. How could you accuse me of such a thing?
Oh my gosh.
You're all so cruel. How could you accuse me of such a thing? You better back off. Is this the end? You must reconsider that we were friends. It can't end like this. It can't end like this. You better back off. How could you accuse me of such a thing? Going to die. I'm innocent. Hear me out. You're all so cruel. That we were friends. You must reconsider. You better back off. How could you accuse me of such a thing? Consider that we were friends. How could you accuse me of such a thing? We're all going to die. How could you accuse me of such a thing? You're all so cruel. We're all going to die.
Okay, I definitely need to get something for this.
I'm innocent. You better back off. How could you accuse me of such a thing?
Emma.
What possible
Oh.
reason could you have
Oh,
linking me
gosh.
to Kokoro?
Both were never seen in the same place.
This is the end.
Okay, now I can look at the chat. Like case drags realistically, actually selling someone grasping at every straw they could. You know, that is true. Like, you're gonna die a horrible death. I would definitely also be like, nuh-uh.
I just have one more thing I'd like to ask everyone. Has anybody here ever visited Kokoro with Emma?
Setsuka? Perfect. So I was planning on doing Setsuka next. Awesome.
Oh, that's...
I thought not. And the reason why? Because it's impossible. As we've agreed, the bed-ridden Kokoro was none other than Emma. If Emma ever came to visit, the bed would be empty.
What are you talking about, Sora? I definitely visited Kokoro's room.
No, the drawing. Bring it up.
Yuki, Teruya, you two remember, don't you?
Oh, that's true. I've definitely gone there with Emma before.
But you didn't go in.
When she was leaving the dining hall, I caught up with her and suggested she join us.
But did Kokoro open the door when you arrived?
No. That was yesterday evening. The first time, Kokoro didn't open the door for us.
As I suspected. After all, how could Kokoro open the door while Emma was outside the very same
Oh,
door?
okay, that explains this.
Ironic, isn't it, Emma? What Yuki just said makes you even more suspicious. You always claimed to have no appetite, so you could sneak out of the dining hall and eat your meals as Kokoro. And as a result, you never sat with Kokoro during one of her meals.
Wow, you sure did care for her, Emma.
So clearly, if she wanted to get away with it, she should have had 2 dinners every single time.
Didn't even
Or
visit
2
her once.
double meals.
More like she couldn't.
Perhaps Mr. Maeda's suggestion caught her off guard. She certainly did seem in a hurry to leave that evening.
It's over, Emma. There's nowhere to run.
Yeah, we gotta do a comic book and you're gone. I'm sorry, darling.
Finally given up? Good. It's time for your curtain call. Let's summarize the case once again and expose your crime.
Alright. Argument. Nope, let's do it. Alright, this is the part where I suck, so let's hope I get this one right. I feel like we got it. I also love how she doesn't even try to convince Kanade, only Sora. So A is analyze. So it's concert. Okay, yeah, so concert. Okay. Kokoro got knocked out. Brought the fainted Kokoro and that. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so then A for analyze. Once I had her finger, okay. And everybody's asleep in the Kokoro's room. Oh, jeez. Okay, so Nerva's sleeping. Okay, so then they took her finger, stuck her in the fridge, and instant freeze. Confirm. Okay, good, good. This part crashed for you? Okay, I think it's saved, so I think I should be fine. If I need to. Okay, oh, the poor doll. To repair this guys, they snuck out of the Monocru's at night. Okay, so to repair. Well, not Emma. Okay, so that. So select they snuck out. And then. They arrived at the museum, took a wig, and then they broke the thing, and then they did the thing. Yeah? No! Not cancel! Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell that really loudly. Alright. Snuck out at night, wig, broke the thing, covered that, confirmed. Oh, no, I was wrong? Okay, so snuck out at night. Chose a wig. Analysis. Broke this. So select. And did that. Oh, I'm hitting cancel each time. Oops, that's what I did wrong. Okay. That. Did that. Did that. Did that. There we go. Zeruha's FTEs, her skills have to take away the challenge by showing the correct fated path. Oh! I mean, that actually sounds really nice too. So if I can, so we're totally gonna do I'm sorry if I was coming late to. Oh no, you're fine, you're fine. And I appreciate you being here whenever you can. But I totally understand, you know, if real life comes up, like, real life first, always. Okay, so we got disguise as Kokoro. They use Shobai's fake diagnosis to trick everyone. But Shobai knows the abnormality. Okay. But hopefully next month I'll be able to stay because I enjoy this. Oh, thank you. I'm really glad you do. I appreciate that. Like I said, like when I was first playing Danganronpa games, if my friends, you know, told me like I had to play them and I did and I felt love, like I was bothering the hell out of everyone near me, like having theories and just spouting out and talking what I thought was gonna happen. So, you know, like that's why I wanted to do all this. Like I want to do with others. Because it's fun. Okay, back to thinking. What are we doing here now? Okay, so that's not first. That's not first. As soon as morning comes, they return to the balcony and retrieve the evidence. And retrieve the evidence? That feels fake. That also feels bad. So I guess I get that. As soon as morning came, they returned to the balcony and oh, okay. They returned. Okay, got it. So that one's first. So select. Then they messaged Shobai. But he was like, "What the heck?" But whatever. And then we all talked to him. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 5 out of 6. We're almost done. Almost done. As time passed, Kokoro's body was discovered. While being frozen, Kokoro used her last strength to leave a dying message. Everyone in the Monocruise had visited Kokoro for several days, not noticing the disguise. The real Kokoro eventually froze to death. Immediately in the crime scene, they took the frozen body and cut off the hands and feet. Oh man, this is a lot and everything's kind of correct. I think it joined it more than any other community I've been so far. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Alright. So... Everyone on the Monocruise visit Kokoro for several days without noticing the disguise. Okay, this is kind of hard to figure out which one's first here. Okay, No, not that one. Not that one, that's for sure. Okay, hold on, let me cancel this. Cancel. Okay, so I think it's everyone disguises, so let's select that one. And then we have what? Dying message? While being frozen, Kokoro used her last strength to leave a dying message. Yeah. And then the real Kokoro... How is that not the same thing? Dying message and dying message. That's a little confusing. Okay. So then she eventually froze to death. After manipulating the crime scene, they took the frozen body and cut off the hands and feet. Yeah? No, oh crap, I can't, sorry. So, that one, that one, that one, that one? No, okay. So, everyone's like, oh, there, but she's still alive. And then left a dying message, and then she died. One is where she read the message, the other where she dropped the ice? Okay. In both Chapter 2 trials, the murderer pretends to be the victim. For Ayami, she pretended to be attacked by the killer. For Emma, she pretended to be Kokoro, who was attacked by the killer. Yeah. I feel like it has to be that one first. And then he wrote it. That way? No. Okay, let's see what I'm doing wrong here. It's always this page 5. Why? Why is this the hardest? Okay. So maybe... So maybe we have message. She was writing the message. Wrote it all up. Then she died. And then... pretend? Okay, there's only so many ways I can do this, right? What am I not? Okay. It's just having 2 dying messages. Kokuro's dying message made the icicles. Scratch, leave a dying message. Did I already do pretended, scratching, icicles falling, death? I already did that, okay.
Crap.
You don't remember? It was the exact same time last time I messed up here. Okay, concert. Fell. Took her to the room. Yeah. And then it was... I already forgot what this was now. Snuck in. Took the finger. Body in the fridge. Froze. I didn't know at the time. Okay, snuck out. Wanted to be Makoto and Ibuki. Smashed it. Doll. Okay, and then we have... Came back. Messaged him. He was like, what the heck? Okay, so now we're back to this again. So. Okay. I've been on Moncri's visit Coco for several days not noticing the disguise. Crime scene, took the frozen body out and cut off the hands and feet. Right? I'm like, guys, we solved this. Can we just like skip over this little like incident of when the body was frozen to when the pretending was happening? Okay, so it's gotta be pretended first. Because she couldn't adjust the body. Right? It's gotta be pretended first. I carved icicles. You found the body? No, I knew that one was right. 3, 4, 2, 5? 3. But that would mean she froze to death before writing the thing? I mean, I'll do it. Just because I don't know what the answer is. Yeah. She had to die after writing the message. It's not... What am I doing wrong? The body was last? Okay, so finding the body was the last one. So... Pretended. wrote that, died, found the body? No. Because we still have to get manipulated, right? Okay, I look it up. 4 is second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she wrote a dying message. Then she died. Then... No, because we had to have... Okay, I think I'm doing wrong. For a second, and... Okay. 4 is second, 2 is third. 1, 2, 3... And 6th is fourth. Then with Kokoro's face is second. Okay, hold on. Okay, so first 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Kokoro dies. So the first one would definitely be her writing the dying message then, yeah? And then Kokoro's face is second. The third is a 6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Her dying message. And then the last one would be the one with her body. Or the last one be... Oh, hold on. We're gonna cancel this out. Emma in the bed 1. Okay, that's what I figured. Emma in the bed 1. Kokoro's face is 2. Kokoro writing the message is 3. But she's dead. That doesn't really make sense to me, but okay. And the message is 4. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the help there. I was never gonna get that on my own. So we got what? Culprit definitely returns to Monokuma, successfully joins the others for the body discovery. Good nitrogen. Okay, not that one. What? Okay, hold on. I have 1 star, so I have to repeat this all again if I lose this. Alright. So it's not this. We already used this one. Or wait, no. Wolf was sleeping, they went to Kokoro's room. Thank you, Evie. Alright. After everything is prepared, they covered the entire... Okay, so... We're probably gonna have Discovery is the last one here. Same video went to. Well, we prepared again, so let's see what we got here. So we got... So we know this is third. Writing to not get discovered. And finding the body is the last one. So she went to Kokoro's room. Covered the scene in dry ice. Ran out of there. And then, yeah, we found everything, yeah? Not yeah.
Shoot!
Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, we'll get this on we'll get back there really quick. Used 3 already. I did use 3 already? Okay, so that was one I used already. Okay, so that... Body... Body... Body. Okay, then we have... Ah, okay, so this was it. I wasn't quite... I didn't remember it. So, that one's already used. So, Sneaky Sneaks. take the thing, put the body, change the temperature. It's also bad repeating because I know the answer. Popped out, found Makoto, smash, doll. And then we had come back, message Shobai. She was like, what the heck? Things. Shobai's daily life skills opens a shop to light up by the dead skills. Oh! Oh, neat! I'll let you know that it's normal for Terry and Shobai to talk after the first gift. They both agreed that. Okay, so Terry didn't. Okay, because he said he liked my gift and he said nothing after it. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it. Like, okay, got it. The last one, the picture of her putting the label on the drum is first. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm gonna scroll up real quick to find out what the answers was again, because I don't remember this. Emma in bed, 1. Kokoro's face, 2. Writing the message. And then message. Okay, so we have label is 1. And then, so she stuck the label on there, put the dry ice, ran out, and found the body. No. Put the label on. Is it one of these? Oh, okay. So that's... Grab that. Dry ice. Got out of there. No. Okay. Oh no! Put the label on, dry ice, manipulate the body, and then ditched? Yeah, it's like, I need you to absolutely just give me. No. Oh my god, wait, what? Okay, label. Dry ice. Took the limbs, and so then I guess we find the body? Hi, help me. I don't want to redo this again. So it's label. What is... Label... I did label... I need you guys to see my ear hut skill. I see the switch too? Oh no, but I've guessed everything. Okay, so then would it be label, limbs, dry ice, run away or body? Run away or body? What are we saying? I have 1 star left. I don't want to repeat. It's body discovery. Thank you.
This is the truth of the case.
God, they really sat there watching me just do that, huh?
This all started back during the performance Setsuka suggested. At some point during the
Thank you,
performance,
guys.
Kokoro suddenly collapsed. The culprit was the first to check her temperature,
Oh, look at the evil eye! Look at the void eye!
describing it as scorching hot, to make us believe she'd fallen ill to some disease. While in reality, the killer had likely attacked Kokoro during the noise and excitement of the concert. We immediately brought Kokoro into her room. We used her finger to gain access to her e-handbook plus. The e-handbook pluses can only be turned on by its owner's fingerprint. The killer made note of this in their plan. Feigning concern over Kokoro, the killer made sure to leave her room last. They needed to do this in order to subtly steal Kokoro's e-handbook plus.
Act 2.
As soon as nighttime arrived, the culprit returned to the scene after making sure everyone else was asleep. Since the e-handbook plus's power was still on, they were able to re-enter her room.
Yeah, how dare this killer.
Knowing they wouldn't be interrupted at night, the culprit began their preparations. First, they tied up Kokoro and then cut off her fingertip.
Oh, I just realized it cut off her finger, but she was still alive.
They needed this in order to have permanent access to her eHandbook
Jeez.
Plus. Once the bleeding had stopped, they stuffed Kokoro into the refrigerator. By removing all of the refrigerator's dividers, there was just enough space to store her body in. After placing her body inside, they set the refrigerator's output as instant freeze, with the intent to freeze Kokoro to death. Next came the disguise preparation. The disguise was the most crucial element to this murder, as they wanted it to seem as if Kokoro was alive for longer than she was. They stole the clothes Kokoro had been wearing, then set out to find a wig that emulated her hair. Fortunately for our killer, they'd taken note of the dressing room in the museum and planned to use it to their advantage. Naturally, people would be concerned over Kokoro, so the disguise had to be ready by the next morning, but the Monocruise had already closed its gates for the night. This left the killer with no choice but to create a makeshift rope and climb down the Monocruise from the 4th floor's balcony.
This is why I
Upon
can't be
arriving at the
protagonist.
museum,
I wouldn't
they
remember
took
any
a
of
wig
this.
that resembled Kokoro's hair from the dressing room.
Sora didn't want to kill Emma, she was just stalling the argument.
However, this would create a discrepancy with the dressing room's item list.
Imagine if she chose that wig instead. Like, oh my god, it was Ibuki the whole time.
So to accommodate for this,
Can't wait for
they
Ace Chapter
destroyed the
3
Yuki
spoiler.
Onna statue and planted its hair in
I'm
the wig's
excited.
place. The destruction of the statue brought two benefits. Not only did it fix the discrepancy, but also made some fear the curse of the awakened Yuki Onna. Considering the body's state when we discovered it, the implications of the curse only increased. The next morning, the culprit returned on board the Monocruise right after the door opened, making quick work to remove the evidence at the balcony.
And the trial is super long too?
They also used Kokoro's e-handbook
Okay, I'll take
Plus.
note of that.
I was attacked by a void. I want to expose the void who attacked me, so please make a fraudulent examination for my safety. Finally, deliver said fraudulent examination to anyone who asks. That was the request. Dr. Grumpy accepted this request, but began noticing that something was off. While talking with the disguised culprit, they made sure to remain silent even in front of Shobai himself, contradicting the killer's note of Kokoro having a fever the previous night. Perhaps he was able to deduce the killer based on these two inconsistencies. Either way, his false examination made us believe that Kokoro had begun to suffer from a disease. With us taking the bait, the killer no longer had to worry about the two biggest issues with their disguise, the height and the voice. The phony paralysis also allowed the culprit to request we bring them meals at 3 specific times a day. That was done to reduce the risk of an unexpected situation
obscenely long?
and to ensure they were in disguise
Like,
for
more
3
than
set
5
times.
hours long?
In an attempt to appear less suspicious, the culprit themselves faked a loss of appetite. To provide
Oh my
ample
god, it's like
time
6
to
hours
disguise
long?
as Kokoro and eat her meal instead. And while effective at first, this ironically made them look more suspicious in the long run. Over the next few days, we continued to bring Kokoro her meals, unaware of the one beneath the disguise. We all continued to believe that, while unwell, Kokoro was still alive. But the horrid truth was that the real Kokoro Mitsume was slowly freezing to death in the
God,
refrigerator.
that's terrible. Yeah, like if it's that long, then it's going to be 2 trials. I will.
Right before she perished,
I'll be
though,
dead and
she
absolutely
used the last of her
zero
strength to
brain
leave a
cells in my
dying
head if it goes
message.
that long.
She broke 8 icicles that were created by the instant freeze mode, proceeding to carve F on the front and O on the back with her nail.
Maybe need content warm for discovery and trial. It gets dark. Okay.
Then, on the last icicle, she carved I instead of O, and penetrated the longest icicle through the I icicle to complete the message. There are 8 icicles with the letter F, and conveniently also 8 females. That would mean the tallest girl among all females was the one who killed Kokoro. After all, the culprit was indeed the tallest among the females. Without the dying message, we never would have been able to pinpoint the culprit. Eventually, the real Kokoro Mitsume finally died, leaving the culprit with no further reason to keep up the act. That night, the culprit grabbed a pack of dry ice and an empty
Smart.
oil drum. The following morning, with the intent to complete their crime, by slapping a liquid nitrogen label onto the drum, we don't make the mistake of assuming Kokoro had been frozen via the nitrogen, not the refrigerator.
Let's see, on my original list, I
There was
had
also the issue of Kokoro's
Hajime
missing
and
fingertip.
Yoroku being the double
Had only
victims.
that been missing,
And I
we'd
don't
have
think
caught
that
him much sooner.
anymore.
So to cover the tracks,
Obviously,
Culprit
Hajime
cut off both
has
her
been
hands
dead.
and feet. Not only did this work in their favor, but again, it brought more suspicion onto the Yukiona's curse. Finally, all that was left to do was cover the room and body in dry ice, to force the body to melt at a much slower rate before fleeing the scene. The rest was like clockwork. Over time, we'd become suspicious that Kokoro wasn't answering her door, causing us to eventually discover the body. The culprit was incredibly cunning and careful. If it weren't
Only
for Kokoro's
Setsuka? Okay.
dying message,
Setsuka and
it may
Iroha.
very well
Got it.
perhaps this was karma for pretending to care deeply for her. The monster who had us all fooled. The
The one who murdered Kokoro. It was you.
It can be no one but you, Emma Magarobi.
Oh, Emma. Yeah, that's a big old fail of a score. Don't crash,
No
game.
one but you? You said no one but you?
Oh.
It's a failure then. So be it.
If evil, why hot? Monocoins, please. A D? Oh, come on. Look at all those hundreds, and you gave me a D? Just because I sucked, like, really bad there? And I forgot what happened there, but apparently I sucked there too. Money? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take money. But a D? That was at least a C+. Alright, hold on. Let me
It
get my
seems you have all
muting
finally reached a conclusion.
available here. Okay.
Just like the last trial, you only get one attempt at voting. Think carefully before you decide. Now, let us see if you have chosen wisely or poorly. Ladies and gentlemen, use the panel in front of you to vote for who you believe to be the culprit.
What did you think of?
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully
wrong one?
What is it going to be?
Verdict! Just remember the theme of the island in chapter 3, and you said the murder gets brutal. Do you want to save? Heck yeah, I want to save.
Congratulations!
Ms. Emma Magarobi was the culprit of this murder case. A rightful verdict indeed.
I must say, I'm impressed.
That your performance was splendid.
No way.
Emma! Darn it! We got the right answer. Emma was the killer. We had already worked out during the class trial. Everyone must have voted for her with confidence, but even so, knowing the answer beforehand didn't make this any less of a shock. Having to accept that one of your classmates committed murder. Why?
Unforgivable!
Just why? You were close friends with Kokoro. Why'd you kill her, Emma?
Idiot.
Why do you think she did it? There's only one possible reason.
That's why.
It's because she's a void. You're a void, aren't you, Emmy? Well... Hey, isn't it too early to say that? We're not entirely sure if the murderer is 100% guaranteed to be a void member. It'd be best if Emma explains it to us herself.
Listen.
Em, please, tell us about your reason. There is no need to mind my presence, Miss Magarobi. Speak as freely as you like. Eh? What's he talking about?
I tip my hat to you.
Your abilities are far superior to those of Mr. Makanochi, so I put my trust in you. You may use what little time you have left in any way you want. Having kept silent since the end of the trial, Emma suddenly let out a deep breath and began talking. Void!
Nothing big. I did it because I'm a void. Like you pointed out. That's all.
What if she's acting and lying and she's not a void, huh?
Just like Hajime was. I am Mikado's co-conspirator and ally too. I'm sorry if you expected something saintly from me.
Emma's beautiful face became contorted as she spoke. It looked surprisingly similar to Hajime's appearance in the last trial. Void?
Duh.
See, I told you.
Wait!
But the voids, weren't they no longer willing to work with Mikado after you betrayed them?
Listen,
Am I really the nerve to make a chill joke after the twins? Betrayed, yes. Hajime died, and we weren't told that we would die for real either. From our perspective, it's true that Mikado betrayed us. Your wife's a boy, but she's still hot. Then why? Why'd you commit murder?
it cannot be helped.
It's too late for us to turn back. Us voids, we cannot be saved even if we decide to abandon the plan at this point. If we antagonized Mikado and helped you escape this island, there would be absolutely nothing left for us. But you didn't have to go as far as murder. I don't know about your motive, but we could have helped you get over it. It's not something that can be magically solved like that. You don't know anything about us. We have our own reasons for doing this.
Also,
Is that why you killed Kokoro? Was it a carrot of Void's plan as a member of the group?
That's why.
Kokoro said Hajime's murder was coordinated in advance. They must have a goal that needs to be accomplished no matter what. Even means killing someone and risking execution. So, Em was supposed to murder too.
How awkward.
That is one point that I find strange as well. I am certain Miss Magarobi's turn was yet to come.
What did you say?
Huh? What do you mean?
Allow me to explain.
I will give a brief explanation. Each of the 5 voids has a responsibility to commit murder in a set order. I believe Mr. Makanochi mentioned this before. Of course, if anyone else is welcome to kill, you may think of this as a safeguard against possible deadlocks. A void-in-law? If only voids commit murder, other voids with knowledge of the kill order would know the identity of the culprit long before the trial.
Indeed.
It would be like watching a mystery TV show after being spoiled on the ending. 'Twould neither be fair nor entertaining. However, it is surely a great merit to know who is supposed to murder next.
what are you saying?
Then, if it wasn't Emma's turn yet,
Oh, that's not good.
I was perplexed after realizing who the culprit was. The occurrence of a non-void murder was within my expectations, but voids muddling up the kill order? It would have been nice if I was informed of this in advance.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Mikado. I messed up the reenactment. Wait, hold on. So if it wasn't supposed to be like Tamori's thing, who are you supposed to be then? Huh.
You are forgiven.
No need to apologize. Although you may not have noticed it, you reenacted the case to a fine extent. Yeah, okay. So she did do the case like she was supposed to, but she wasn't supposed to be the murderer. Okay. We don't have any sporty girls left, so...
Kokoro.
Kokoro Mitsume, because that woman got on my nerves. I had to kill her. But you're really close with her, why?
Right.
Since I'm gonna die soon, I'll tell you. It was when we were watching the twins' performance. Well, what's the matter, Kokoro? The concert's still going on. Why'd you want to have a talk all of a sudden? This is also for your own sake. I hope you understand. Emma, you have been encouraging me to join the rest of you for the past few days, correct? Oh, right. Oh, do you feel like doing that at last? Well, I believe you can suppose so, but only under one condition. A condition? I have plans to cooperate and resolve the situation with the rest of you. If you decide to work with us, Emma. Don't you understand? My condition is for you, a member of Void, to stop working for your group and join us. Oh, what are you talking about? Me? A Void? I admit you have done a great job, but acting won't work here. You cannot deceive me, Emma Magarobi. You are a void. Don't worry. If I had intended to reveal your identity to everyone, I would have done so already. I know a few others who are quite likely to be in void as well. Still, I'm proposing this offer to you because you always approach me in a friendly attitude. I think you'd be a great help to us. I hope you aren't considering attacking me. That would be an incredibly unwise decision. I am not so imprudent as to talk one-on-one with a dangerous individual as you. Besides, everyone will witness your crime even if you do succeed. I asked Teria Tori to act as my bodyguard a few days ago. He should be watching us as I speak. If you're planning any tricks, give it up now. What do you want? Just as I said, come to our side. Tell everyone that you're a void and share any information you have about Void and Mikado Sonoji. We need the Void's information in order to work out the problem. Yeah, I really do think it's Nikkei. I don't want to believe it's Setsuka. Please no. If the Void's testimony backs it up, we may be able to escape this island. There are 2 more Voids among us. If I become a traitor, you know what they'll do. No need to be concerned. I believe I know who they are. If you choose to join us, I'll make them follow you to join our side. That's easy for you to say. We Voids have a reason to be committed to our plan. Even as far as to resort to these dirty methods. I don't know how you managed to expose me, but I can't give up here, even if it's against you, Kokoro. Do you know our pain, our suffering? If you know so much, why don't you try your almighty mind reading on me? At last, you expressed your honest feelings. What? For the last few days, Emma, you've constantly tried to get along with me. As the ultimate actress, you played a pure-hearted friend with a level of sincerity that even I couldn't doubt. Of course, your real purpose was to keep watch on me. Someone who poses a threat to Void. You know, that does make it way more obvious now she says it like that. Your overly perfect kindness, nothing but purity in your mind. I was able to deduce you're a Void using these hints. But at the same time, I want to know how you truly felt. Regardless of your intent, you were the first to become this close to me. Fun fact, all Chapter 2 trials feature a flashback showing the victim talking to someone right before getting killed. This is true for the kind of games. Yeah, because you have Chihiro talking to Mondo. Redhead, what is your name? Oh my god. Strawberry Girl talked to Fuyiko. That's how much I cared for that character that much, huh? Who's Chapter... Yeah, and Ryama talked to Kurumi. Yeah, huh? Mahiru, that's right. Kokoro. Only after pushing you this far do I finally understand you. Which makes me want even more for you to work with us, Emma. But don't worry. Whether it's about your father or your adoptive parents, we'll do the best we can to help. What? I told you earlier. Because you showed me your honest feelings, I can understand you now. Naturally, when I read a defenseless person's mind, I can see their true feelings. Poor Mahiru's wife. I don't have an excuse. I forgot all about her. Your dark past, void motives, I saw all of it. You saw my... I apologize for doing it without your consent, but this is the only way to convince... Emma? No. This emotion is... something twisted. No. Monstrous. No. I'll do whatever you say. I'll bring money. Just don't hurt me. Wait, Mr. Tori? Wait, what?
Shit.
That's...
Good grief.
I see. Ms. Magarobi's old wound was carelessly torn open by Miss Mitsume. What are you talking about?
You see.
Ms. Magarobi has lived a terrible past which she absolutely loathes to recall. So she did a Mondo killing on accident. Wait, was this an accident? Wait, no. God, there's a lot of planning if this was an accident. I would say it's similar to a psychological trauma. The mere act of recalling it is enough to cause her seizures, even in ideal circumstances. combined with her complex feelings and the shock from being exposed. Ms. Magarobi couldn't control her emotional outbursts. She is basically just Mondo.
Certainly.
So it was an accidental murder then? Well, no. It was an accidental knocking unconscious. The murder part was definitely planned. Now I understand why Emma committed murder when it wasn't her turn.
Messed up.
I'm sorry, everyone. Oh my god, it's Terry again. It's his fault again. Daria, keep watching things. That's your one job, sir. As Emma just said, the day after I woke up on this island, Kokoro gave me a personal request. She said she was going to focus completely on finding the voids. I was concerned about the other voids targeting her. So she told me to watch her from a close distance and come to her aid in case something happened. Okay, Terry, you're being very sus. She must have chosen you because you were the least likely to be a void. Wait a minute, Kokoro said that? She made a whole announcement to tell us that she wasn't going to care about void whatsoever? She said that in order to throw the voids off her trail, she wasn't sure who was in void, so she pretended to be ignorant and worked in secret. Kokoro really wanted to help us. But I couldn't save her. I was distracted by the concert and took my eyes off. I left Kokoro to get attacked and die right under my nose. You don't feel responsible, Teria. No one expected a killer to attack her in a crowded place like that. Yeah, and that would mean it's our fault too for doing the concert. If Kanade and I looked more closely at the audience, this wouldn't have...
The hell?
Well, I know the audience was looking toward the stage, but why didn't the twins see anything? Kanade always closes her eyes when we're playing the guitar. And I can't see it very far when I'm focusing on communicating with people in the front rows.
Cut it out!
Stop it. Now isn't it time to blame yourselves, everyone? We just got unlucky that all these bad things happened all at once. It's already over, but I don't regret it. It was bound to happen someday. After all, this is a curse ingrained in my memory. Even if Kokoro did not bring up my past, I would have never betrayed Void.
This is my resolve.
As a Void, I will put everything into one last hope we have. Even if you died from it?
So?
Yes. Besides, I would be no better than a walking corpse if the plan fails. You sure about that, Em? Huh? Do you really have no regrets? Big Sis has a gut feeling that you really did feel happy when you were with Coco, Em. Same when you were with us. Maxie enjoyed being with us too.
Yes.
She's right. Void's only doing this because they were forced by some unknown reason. It's not too late. You can for what you did later. For now, don't you think we should work together to give Mikado a big kick in the butt? Mikado, I'm done. Start my execution now. Okay, I'm ready to hit mute because you guys said mute. Also, this is your final warning. If this is going to be too much for you guys, please, for your safety and, your health, feel free to click off. I understand.
Huh?
Is it really alright? I don't think I can face you all any longer. If I stand here for another moment, I won't be able to remain a void.
But...
Emmy. No one but Emma herself would know whether she was putting on an act or not. But I could tell that she looked incredibly distressed at the time. Knowing that a classmate committed murder, hearing that she was a void... Okay, I see a lot in the chat. I'll read that after the execution. Troubled by mixed feelings, no one knew what to say. Instead, we merely stood watching her.
Look.
I'll say one last thing. Shinji's plan. I don't think it was fundamentally in the wrong direction. If we had another way out, we wouldn't have agreed to this nasty plan. Hajime felt it, and I did too. I'm sure if we met under different circumstances, we could have stayed as good friends. But while the plan is in action, all the process means nothing.
It cannot be helped.
No matter what you all do, the outcome is already set. Just like I'm about to die despite my struggles.
What did you say?
The outcome is already set?
That's why.
Even though I will die as another sacrifice to the plan, you should all try working against it in whatever way you believe in. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. Em, are you seriously okay with that? This is your last chance. Can't you tell us something to strike back at Mikado with, at the very least?
Please stop that.
Your words are of no use. Like all other voids, Miss Magarobi is well aware of the state she is in. This is their only choice. They must put every bit of themselves in this plan.
Say...
Just what is this plan you keep mentioning? Nothing any of you voids say make any sense. Well, it would not make much of a difference even if Ms. Magarobi or I told her plan to everyone here. As Ms. Magarobi said, the outcome is already set. Everything in here is only a step leading towards that outcome.
You're amazing.
In any case, I would like to show my respect for Ms. Magarobi's towering intellect. Keeping calm in our current position isn't an easy task to do. Show respect to your intellect. Ah, I can see why Ms. Magarobi enjoys these types of jokes.
Thanks.
I don't care.
How boring.
Alright. I'm glad to work with such an outstanding person. It's almost a shame that I have to execute her myself. But are you certain about this? The subject of death is not something you've taken lightly, even more so than what you think.
Careful now.
Only a few minutes left. You'll be executed shortly after. Prepare to take in the full experience of the last moment of your life. The excitement in the crowd has waned by now. It must be time for your final curtain call, the execution. Let us commence. Okay. I prepared a special punishment for tonight's blackened Miss Emma Magarobi, the ultimate actress. I'm dying. Hold on, don't start it yet. I think I'm scared. Then, shall we start?
I don't want to die! I still want to live! I don't want to be killed!
It's punishment time.
Okay. Should be muted. You guys shouldn't be hearing anything. Wait, no. Hold on. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, no. Hold on. Sound mixer. And mute for a second. Okay. Right, but then I can't hear, so I don't know when it stops. Oh, I see what sound's gonna play. Yeah, I can't play that. Can't play that sound. That one get muted, right? Okay. Should be good now? There we go.
Why so serious?
Oh no. Oh geez. Oh, these are so well done. Cabin in the Woods! It's Cabin in the Woods! That's one of my favorite horror movies! Jeez. Okay, I'm very sad, but also that was like a scene from like one of my favorite movies, so that made me too excited. I'm very sorry, and I actually am very sad. That is a horrible death because I remember that scene in the original movie very, very vividly, and it was gory in a fun way, but gory. Poor woman, you were never paid back for your efforts. It's a good one. Farewell, Miss Emma Magarobi. May her remains rest in peace.
No way.
Ah. Too bad Emma had to be the victim. Yeah. But also, I saw, was it Jason and Sadako? That was kind of exciting too. Dear me, an excellent colleague, I must say. But you two were nothing more than predictable. Average being in the
How
end.
disgraceful.
Pleading for mercy at the very last moment. How utterly disgraceful. Oh, please, no more. How long do we need to keep doing this?
Darn it.
Damn it.
Well, great.
We done here. Can I leave now?
Dumbass.
Hey, you. What gives you the right to act like that when you contributed so little?
Piss off.
Shouldn't you be used to it by now? Mind your business.
But
I don't care what you do, but aren't you in need of a way to get out of this place too? I can look at her myself. Quit bothering
Well, that
me.
came out of left field, huh?
Now that girl, Emma Magarobi, wasn't it? I heard her speaking. You know what? Yeah, she's just acting dead. It's fine. That wasn't her blood. She killed all the creatures. It was their blood. Also, hold on. Let me go back to that paragraph I saw earlier. What was that? Chapter 1 also carries a theme of murder that didn't go according to plan. Okay, you wanna go? Oh, hey! Yeah, you're right. Mitch wanted to kill Kinja, but killed Kyoko instead. Yuri wanted to be killed by a girl, this way. Huh. That is really neat. Her death might have been a greater loss than I thought.
The hell?
What is he talking about?
Seriously?
He just left?
Congratulations.
My, what an eventful evening, everyone. I must thank you for your hard work. Our numbers may dwindle, but we cannot let our spirit falter. Let us return to our daily lives, otherwise those weary looks of yours may frighten away sparks of joy.
No good.
He's a spiteful person, even in the end. The second class trial was over. The culprit of the second murder was executed. Regardless of who she really was, this was the death of a friend we had been living with for the past 2 days. Like in Hajime's case, this wasn't a feeling I could just push aside. And all that remained in the courtroom was an extremely unpleasant feeling. Even Sesuka and Shinji, who had been our pillars of strength, kept silent as they lost their energy.
Hey!
Stop crying, Iraha. Guys, I don't know what to say, but we can't give up here.
Darn it!
Come on, Teria. Man, think. What would they have said at a time like this? Damn it! Everyone.
For real?
Wow. I never thought I'd see the day where I'd agree with Mikado.
Huh?
Big sis?
Guys,
You guys.
snap out of it!
Am I the one who's 100% convinced Mikado is the mastermind? I don't know. I mean, the other option is it's Sora or Yuki again. I don't feel like it's gonna be Sora or Yuki again. That'd be... Oh my... Watch it be Yuki again. That'd be really funny, because you wouldn't see that coming. Like, you know something's gonna happen with Yuki later on, and I'm thinking chapter 5 or so, but...
Huh?
Biki? What are y'all doing moping around like this? We can't let this beat us. Even Mikado knew that. Let's hold our heads up and return to our daily lives. Or what? Do you want to stay up all night in this creepy class trial room? Huh?
What are you saying?
What the heck? Did she suddenly get possessed by a spirit or something? Honestly, I'm feeling a lot of guilt right now. I'm indirectly responsible for both Jimmy and Emi's murders. We threw a party that led to Rin dying because I was complaining all the time. And I helped with the concert Suka planned where Kara was murdered. What? Yeah, so? What, you're gonna burst into tears again? How original. Shut up, Nikki. And yeah, this is tough, but if I keep being peevish and whiny, then it'll just happen for a third time. Another murder will happen because of me.
Okay.
Not at all, it's not your fault. Don't put the blame on yourself, you hear?
In that case,
Ira has a mastermind with the one brain cell. She's masterminding things. I mean, I guess it could be a trick, but... No, it's okay. I realize I have to change when Suka cheered me up last time. And even more so, I don't want to be a burden to the rest of you. Well, how about that? How can anyone say no to such a heartwarming speech from Little Beaky? Who are you calling little, huh?
Right.
Right. What Emma said confirms my thoughts. The voids
Pay
are...
attention.
The voids are victims too. While I don't know about their goal, I do know about the bonds we made with them over the past few days are real. What'd you just realize? Whatever their plan is, they're only carrying it out because they have no other choice. So we could find another way to help them, we could solve everything.
Things are heating up.
That's it. Okay, time to find this other way. If we work together, we can save the voids and ourselves. I, Shinji Kasai, promise that I will never, ever give up. Oh, please live. Actually, never mind, didn't realize anything. Everyone. It seemed as if Hibiki pulled us out of the bleak moment we were in. If you think about it, wouldn't she be the person who changed the most upon coming to this island? After going through a series of events, Hibiki had now developed a more mature attitude and moved everyone's hearts. With a few exceptions, of course. Like hell we will.
What did you say?
Huh?
I'm out.
If you're gonna be a buddy-buddy after this, be my guest, but I'm out. I'm gonna spend myself now. Huh? Nikki? What's gone into you all of a sudden?
What?
It's not all of a sudden. Didn't I tell you before the trial? Blindly trusting one another is just a recipe for disaster. We tried it twice now. Both times ended the same way. Shinji said the Voids are victims too. But so what? Doesn't make them any less of a criminal. And we don't know when they're gonna come after us either. Well, you'll have fun with that. If you want to still call them friends and whatnot, be my guest. You have another random question? Yeah, sure, what's the question? But keep me out of this, I'm done.
Are you for real?
My favorite ships? Alright, let me finish this chapter, and then I will totally go into my favorite ships. What? You made all the effort to join our group? Now you're throwing it all away? What? You made the effort to join our group, and you're throwing it all away?
If so,
Are you hiding something from us? Could you be in Void?
This is pointless.
Think whatever you want. Yeah, I still think he's Void. I so think he's Void. It's just I can't trust that naive approach at work. From now on, I'm playing solo like Shobai. Good luck with that strange Terry guy. Later. Jeez, what's up with that guy? Why is he suddenly acting like that? Suddenly? No, Nick said so himself. Even before the murder, he already had some gripes with our situation. He can do whatever he wants. It's not like I wanted him to be with us. Mikado has only one FTE. Sora only considers it just for interrogating him. He doesn't also give me skills. Oh, well, if he doesn't give me skills, I don't want to waste a present on him. It's an exchange. Like, I give you a present, you give me skill, please. That said, we should be going now.
Now then.
Right. We'll think of what to do next time morning comes. Even as a so scar. Roha, are you feeling any better? Yeah, I'm sorry for the mess earlier. Yuki, we should go. Yuki? Yuki? Hey, what's wrong? You're spacing out. Oh, right. Yuya was a big fan of Emmy. I know how you feel, but try to cheer up for Emmy, okay? It's not because of that.
sorry.
Huh? Did I say something wrong? I'm sorry. Looks like a few people are still a bit shaken. It's understandable, though.
I promise it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if he gives me his underwear, then yeah, I guess I should, you know. Staying positive will pay off in the long run, I promise you. So for now, let's bear this hardship together. Okay, let's go up, Kanade. This isn't how Hibiki's supposed to be.
Kanade!
What are you doing, Kanade? Are you gonna keep your big sis waiting? Come on, let's go.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, big sis, I'm coming. Our moment of delight was cut short by Nikke, followed by a few others that looked tense and uneasy. Yuki's having more flashbacks. Once again, our bonds have pushed to the limit, with Kokoro and Emma's deaths. How would this affect our group? Only time would tell. Although we were all worried about the same problem, none chose to verbalize it. And he finally decided to get rest for the day. It's the night after the second class trial. We'd all unanimously agree to decide what to do tomorrow, after some sleep. Emma. Void. We don't have any clues about them. What is their objective? For what reason do they come up with a plan like this and carry it out? Continuously turning over my mind questions I could never understand, I descended into the abyss of the night, an ocean of sleep. Dot 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 dot. Yeah, we'll have to be more careful from now on. I'll do my best to look for that thing you told me about. Be careful, act normal in Void, and don't let them find out. Wait, is there a spy in Void? Is it you? Yes, I know.
Just count on Big Sis for everything.
No! Oh, wait. She's a Void spy! My girl's a Void spy! Uh-oh. My girl's in danger. Terry is so tall. Like, what the heck? I mean, I know that's hat, but... Okay. Wait. Is there anyone blonde left? Because clearly, blonde is Void. I got an Oscar. These your girls so alive. Yeah, not for long. Thank you for it. Aww. Yay! Alright, so that concludes this chapter. Yeah, so my predictions are all wrong. They're all wrong. You're right, you know? She's like, yeah, you. Shobai. What's your hair color, huh? Maybe he was blonde before he went gray because he's an old man now. Alright, so Setsuka's in danger. And I'm very, very worried about that. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap up the stream thing and then we'll talk about ships. Next week I will continue with chapter 3. So it won't be dubbed, which means I'll be reading a lot. So I will have lots of water with me. Setsuka's innocent. You can see it in her eyes. Yeah, Setsuka. She's pretending. Yep. Don't worry. I'll do my favorite chips now. Okay, so favorite chips. So for Danganronpa 1. Also, hold on. Let me lower volume on that. There we go. Definitely Hina and Sakura. Definitely number 1 ship there. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so if the chapter 3 trial is long, I will definitely split that into 2 3-hour 3-hour streams instead of one giant 6-hour one. Because I will be dead if I do 6 hours. She might have a sansai. Yeah, so that definitely like Hina and Sakura, number 1 ship there. Any formation of Mondo, Taka, and Chihiro. I don't care which way it goes. All 3, sure. One or the other, sure. Like I love all 3 of those. I am cool with all 3 of those. Love you too. Good night. Makoto. I like him and oh my god, I almost called her Kokoro because saying Kokoro is so long. Kyoko. I do like Makoto and Kyoko. Just because I like how I really love the whole she's super smart and you know efficient. He's dumb little cute boy. Like it's cute. Is that it for Danganronpa 1 for my ships? Did Setsuka try to kill Hibiki to mimic? I don't know who Kuzusoda shipper's favorite ship might be. I wonder who. Try to kill Hibiki to mimic how Tamori and Tara were in a fight becoming friends? Oh, were they? Wait, did Setsuka try to kill Hibiki? Setsuka hasn't tried to kill anybody yet. What? Makoto and Sayaka? Oh. I mean, Makoto and, like, basically anyone in, like, Danganronpa 1. I'd be like, yeah, okay, I could see that. Yeah, I think that's it for 1. And then 2... Again, any form of Hajime, Nagito, and Chiaki. Well, okay, no. Okay, let me explain this. So, I like Danganronpa anime Hajime and Chiaki, like live Chiaki, you know, if she survived. I like them together. I don't like Hajime and AI Chiaki together. If that makes sense. With the party she threw for the twins? Oh, okay. But Tamori wouldn't have died in chapter 1, so she was doing that out of order, so I don't think so? Maybe not? Right? Because they're saying that they have to do an order, so... Huh. And it's kind of... yeah, I mean, that's always nice. What was I on? 2? Yeah, so... Yeah, because I don't like how, with Hajime and AI Chiaki, I know AI Chiaki grew to personality, but her personality was coded to be likable. Well, I liked real Chiaki's personality better than AI Chiaki's personality. I felt she had more agency there, versus AI Chiaki just felt kind of not doing much. I mean, I did like when she told Nagito, shut up. That was funny. But yeah, no. I mean, and then I'm basic as hell. I like Peko and Kuzurio. I too was moved by by the execution and their whole scene thing there. I see why people, which is better, Shuichi and Kaede, Shuichi Kaito, Shuichi Kokichi. Well, see, I don't ship Shuichi and Kaede because I like Kaede and Rentaro, so no Shuichi and Kaede for me. But I understand people like it. And I do think it's cute. I don't like Kaito at all, so I don't ship Kaito and Shuichi. I would say Shuichi and Kokichi. But they're kind of those couples where I can see they date and they don't last long term. I'd be like, oh no, I get it. You're in the middle of Hajime Nagi. Yeah, see, I also feel like that. I'm like, yeah, I know. They got issues. They got so many issues, but I don't know. I still like them. Which is also like, you know, I feel like you're a Shuichi and Rentaro person? Okay, look, I totally support that too. As a Rentaro fan, I just want Rentaro to be happy. And I'm totally cool if he goes with Shuichi. I don't think I had that many V3 ships. Like I said, when Kaede and Rentaro died chapter 1, I was like, meh. This person likes rare pairs for the most part. Yeah, wait, hold on. What rare, is there a rare pair I like? I get the appeal of Ibuki and Tugami. And so someone said to ship that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cute. I do like that. Neat. Huh. I think that's it. I'm also a Rentaro and Korekyo person. See, I'm totally multi-shipper. It's also like, I am on the like, yeah, ship away. I can basically see almost everything for a ship. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, Rentaro and Korekyo, that's one of those rare pairs that just pops up a lot, and I feel like I missed something. I'm like, wait. Is that like a fandom thing, or is that like something happened in the game and something happened? Ibuki and Peko? Okay, I haven't really seen people ship Ibuki and Peko before. That's actually really cute because Pekko's super serious and Ibuki's not. And so Ibuki just trying to bother Peko to do stuff all the time sounds so cute. Aww. For this cast? Well, I'm liking Sora and Yoriko, but I'm terrified right now what's gonna happen to those two. And clearly not Emma and Kokoro anymore. Like, ugh, that's been nipped in the bud completely. Ibuki and Peko held hands at a special event. Aww. Was that in a like a special event image, or was that in like a Super Danganronpa's summer camp? Summer S. Whatever the summer one was called. I actually have never finished it. I really need to finish it. I also don't have many V3 ships. Yeah, with V3 I'm like, yeah, I don't really have any. Emma Cooker's a bad ship. Yeah, I was like, she sure did lie about her feelings and then murder her. Like, yeesh. That does not end well. Who else is kind of shippy here? It was an event that, oh my god, I completely missed it. Emma Yu is the best. Yeah, I don't think I have. You need to talk to Kazuichi in chapter 1 to trigger it? Oh, okay. I miss it. I should really replay the game sometime. Not anytime soon right now, because, you know, playing all these, but yeah, it'd be fun. And then, of course, you know, Danganronpa Another, last one. Satsuki and Haruhiko. Love them. They're happily married and no one died. There was no chapter where, you know, they had to shoot each other. They're fine. Totally fine. Yeah, I think that's generally all the ships. Least favorite ships? Okay. Danganronpa 1. Oh, hold on. Random ship that that you know people turned me on to, and I was like, okay, you know, I can see this. Smoogie and Hifumi. Them just being little weeb nerds together I'm like, yeah, you know what? I see that. That's cute. All right, least favorite ships in Danganronpa 1. Probably Toko and Byakuya as a ship. Just because, I don't know. It just does not seem to like her. And I want, like, some form of, like, you know what? Even if, you know, it's an enemies type thing of respect, but he doesn't seem to respect her either. Yeah. Oh, wait. In this one? Did you know there was an event in Super Danganronpa 2, first chapter you got I'm Club Woman's Fantasy? I did not know that. You don't think if we would date a real... But she could be make-believe. She's a cosplayer. She can probably cosplay a cardboard cutout, right? Okay, I'm definitely gonna go. I'm gonna go look up that event because I want to see it. Because I missed also the one in the last Danganronpa game. Yeah, I don't like Kazumichi and Sonia either. Like I can be pressed for a Kazumichi, Sonia, and Gundam one where they learn to respect, or Kazumichi learns to respect Sonia and Gundam. But yeah, no, Kazumichi Sonia is just, she doesn't like him, and he needs to respect that. Let's see. And it's dubbed too? Okay. Do you guys want to watch that? I can bring that up maybe. If it's just by itself on YouTube. It's nothing too weird, yeah? Alright, so Super Danganronpa Another 2. Woman's Fantasy. Oh my god. Kuko, please don't give me, or YouTube don't give me anything weird for that. Okay, the first thing I see is a butt. Hold on. Wait, is this dubbed? This is 2 years ago. I don't know if this is dubbed or not. Yeah, I don't know if I can... Okay, hold on. Maybe we can get this. Let's do... This. Alright, I'll be prepared to... It is just a butt. Maybe this will be fine. Alright, and this is from the UI4, so thank you UI4 for this upload. Oh wait, is that really not translated at all? I received a message on the e-handbook. Setsuka? I'm curious about what she discovered. Is this something to do with the progress of the investigation? I should probably head to the bathhouse. So, what'd you find, Setsuka? Is the way off the- Oh my god, this is so fast. No, it's not an exit. It's something much more frightening. I'm just talking Mikado's face. Setsuka, are you scared? Oh my gosh, stop talking. Everyone has their fears, even Big Sis. Anyways, it looks like there's something inside the bathhouse. Could you guys take a little peek for me? You make it sound really ominous, but okay. There's 4 of us here. Let's see them together. On the count of 3, we're all going at once. 1, 2, hi-ya! There was no time to react. Propelled by the force of Setsuka's sudden shove, the 3 of us lost our balance and tumbled through. the bathhouse door. And the image laid before us was... Yo, Yuki, what's the holdup here? So who cares? Who the hell invited Mikado, though? Nobody. He must have caught... Oh my gosh, okay. We're on the street. Is he depressed because everyone's been ignoring him? I'm the brilliant mastermind behind this case. Yeah, I'm casually ignored. All I wish is for us to develop true bonds of camaraderie. Yeah, my closest companion is this duck. What? Everyone continues muttering. Yo, Yuki, over here. Let Big Bros could be back for you. Not so rough. What are you... What? Huh? Wait. Oh, Hajime. He didn't have his glasses. Oh my god, he has a mask on in the bath. What do you guys... Oh wait, should I cover the butt? Am I allowed to show... It's kind of covered. Eek, what are you guys doing here? So what's this all about? Oh, the door's locked. That should be my line. I told Six the other... Shinji wants to do some male bonding. Now I get what happened. Well, she never told us. Put some clothes on. I want to be scarred for life. But I've already seen it all. Shinji, you've met my ex... You're a little purr. You've met my expectations. Yuki, I had no idea you... What? Yuki, what? Get out of here, you perverts. Oh, ladies. I understand it's hard to control your problem desires, but I cannot allow. Also, a little ducky. This sort of perverse bonding in our school-sanctioned field trip. Where's Setsuka? I think she got away. Let's go, everyone. Go where? To kill Setsuka. Sora, no murdering. I rushed here as soon as I heard the mixed bathing party. Oh my god, of course he did. Of course he came running immediately. May I join you, my beautiful flowers? Jeez. This is exactly why he got murdered. Eek, you just kicked him right in the... Sora, isn't he using violence against the school rules? I have no regrets. I wanted him to die. What? Does it seem like he kind of liked being kicked? Thanks to Setsuka, the memory of that experience is etched into our souls. Monokuma ended up reprimanding me for what I did to Yuri, amongst other things. But I decided it was best to overcome my trauma and focus on the... He has a tiny six. That was funny. Alright, we'll close that out. Fun fact, Iroha loves the porno mag. She does. Okay. I can give her that then. Oh, wait, no. I don't think I got it since the game crashed that one time. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so I think that's going to be for tonight. It's already almost 11:30 for me now. So again, thank you all for stopping by. I had fun, and Chapter 3 is... As everyone keeps warning me, it's gonna be a lot, and I'm excited. Alright, so I'll see you guys all next time. Bye! Yeah, it's late, so we gotta call it. Alright, good night everyone!